I think it's funny how many of the movies that you included in the opening I had never seen and didn't get the context, and we've now done on the show. So like the opening gets better and better for me every single week.
You're filling in the voids.
Yeah,
The
it's
contextualization.
awesome. Well done once again.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to A Blockbuster Year 1985. I'm Brandon Mindell. With me always is Jay Ryan. Tonight,
Hi, everybody.
we are talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger's Commando. Let's party. Let's pop in the tape.
Oh, I'm so excited. Every time I hear that theme music, Brandon, I get excited. It means we've popped in the tape.
The tape's playing.
Tape is playing. Tracking enabled. Tonight we have a very special guest. He's a friend of mine. We've become friends this past year. Andy Owen from Owen's Oddities. Everyone thinks your name is Owen, but your real name is Andy.
Yeah, did it to myself.
Andy runs this incredible store out in Vancouver. He's essentially like the coolest picker ever. He runs around. He runs around to thrift stores and secondhand stores and deals with Facebook Marketplace kooks and finds the coolest stuff ever. All the stuff that I'm into, honestly. Collectibles, tapes, movies, movie posters, just pop culture ephemera from like the 80s and 90s mostly. And he puts it into his little store. He posts it on Instagram, and collectors like myself, we just eat it up. And so often do I message you like, oh yeah, I need that. That's mine.
Put that aside.
Put that aside for me. Seriously, dude.
Tag on it, basically.
Yeah. I love what you do, and I love your store. So
thanks man.
For helping me find collectibles.
Oh no, it's my pleasure. I think that's my biggest pleasure is connecting people with the things they love the most. So that's how I think we connect so well.
Yeah.
You know, it's all the coolest stuff. Is every time you message me, I know I found something really good, because if you like it, it's got to have something there. One, I've got big news coming up. We're moving to a bigger spot soon, so we'll be taking over a bigger store on Commercial Drive. So that's coming up. That's exciting.
And you have some plans for your current location right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. So the idea is to take the little store and turn it into just straight physical media, kind of like a video store, one-stop shop, and then the big store, bring all the stuff over there.
Yeah.
Well, you definitely got a big supporter on that one right there.
Yeah.
Everybody follow Owen's Oddities on Instagram. I have linked your YouTube channel down in the description below, but I believe Instagram is probably the best place to keep up with all the current finds.
Definitely. I mean, I definitely have to use Instagram more, or YouTube better, I guess is the right way to say that. But Instagram is where I daily post.
Yeah.
Just followed.
Yeah.
Owen's Oddities. One word. Go get it.
It's just it's a treasure trove of just like the coolest stuff from the 80s and the 90s. And
I'm gonna go down a deep dive here. There's good stuff here, folks.
Get ready.
Andy's been posting a lot recently because you got what I would call like a super score. You made a connection with somebody who had a whole bunch of movie posters and promotional material from a video store, right?
Yeah. So it was like basically I just got a cold call message on Instagram saying, hey, my mom's selling her house. The garage is full of like a Lifetime's video store, basically. Obviously not fully 80s, mostly kind of later 80s and 90s, because the gentleman who had the collection was putting them on eBay for years, but he unfortunately passed away, and the collection got kind of passed through multiple hands. So they said, hey, can you come pick through it? And I was absolutely so excited to go and grab all these like video store promo posters and standees. I still have to build the Rumble in the Bronx standee and like all those crazy And again, nothing like pure gold, but just entire childhood's nostalgia in one garage.
Yeah. Well, I think I picked up, maybe it was a different collection, but I grabbed a couple of posters from you. I got this cool promotional Jurassic Park
that was from
video
there.
store poster that was like, when you order your VHS or Laserdisc copy of Jurassic Park, get a free dinosaur print. Right?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and that was this. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No.
Oh, I was going to say that was the same collection where I got that absolutely insane. Oh gosh, what's that movie now? I should know this. Home Alone poster where it was like the drawing of all the plans.
Oh.
It was like the free giveaway if you bought the VHS when it came out. They'd give you this poster, and the artwork on that poster is absolutely insane.
Yeah. I pulled this because I got this from you recently, and it kind of ties into who we're talking about tonight. But when Andy posted this
Oh yeah,
a T2E. This is the Universal Studios Hollywood. This is an ashtray. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It's never been touched by a cigarette.
Shockingly.
But this is the kind of stuff that I think is so cool. Not only is it like T2 3D, a Universal Studios ride, 3D video experience that I was obsessed with. I only got to see it maybe once when I was, in my early teens. But the fact that like this ashtray was sold in the souvenir store survived all of these years, and then Andy finds it and he posts it, and immediately I'm like, how much is that? I think I need it.
Yeah, I don't even smoke, and I need that. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Like a cool Camel Light.
Yeah, exactly. You'll always be back. You need another one. Yeah.
It's just like so weird, so cool. And all it does is just sit next to my my Arnold Schwarzenegger action figure on the shelf.
Yeah, but I mean,
they probably had shot glasses and everything back then. Right?
I'm sure, like those little like metal flasks with it like printed across it.
Zippo.
Those were the days.
Yeah,
we used to be a country, as they say.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I love in my collection. I'm a big fan of Disneyland, and I have some matchbooks from the Disneyland tobacco shop, because back in the 50s, 55 when Disneyland opened, everybody was smoking everywhere. And right on Main Street, USA, it's now a pin store, but it used to be the Disneyland tobacco shop.
Yeah,
and the cigar store Indian is actually still outside of the store on Main Street, but that's where you used to get your pipe and your tobacco. Yeah.
I know the pin store you're talking about, and now that you say that, it makes so much sense because it's too small to be anything else.
Yeah.
It was just a tobacco little counter. That makes so much sense.
Yeah.
I feel like Disneyland would be way more fun if you could hack darts there. Like I feel like I don't mind pins; they're great, but I mean, Disney darts would be way better.
Yeah. That's why you want a time machine, so you can go back and smoke in Disneyland.
Exactly.
True, authentic experience.
Yeah. Space Mountain.
Have you ever heard the fun fact in Disneyland that cast members aren't allowed to point with one finger? Have you ever heard that?
No.
Okay, so it's apparently a rule that cast members in Disneyland either have to point with a whole hand or they have to use two fingers. They're not allowed to point with one finger. And it's always been said that it's because pointing with one finger is considered rude.
Yeah, okay.
There's a conspiracy theory that the reason they have to point with two fingers is because Walt Disney was always smoking, and he would have a cigarette in his hand. And so when he was pointing while they were building things, and Walt Disney would point all the time, he would have a cigarette in his hand, and that's why you point with two fingers. But that's just a conspiracy theory.
I like that, though. It's a little more refined.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Somebody's going to go up to Walt Disney in the middle of his smoke break and be like, "Hey, how do you get to Frontierland?"
He's like,
exactly.
Just around there.
It's just right over.
Use the hub I designed perfectly.
That's hilarious.
But we are here tonight to talk about the Arnold Schwarzenegger 1985 classic.
Oh,
Commando.
are we into it already? Is it happening?
Yeah.
Absolute masterpiece.
So when I put the list out to you, Andy, you came back pretty quickly with Commando. You eyed it up right away. I'm assuming that this is a film you've seen before.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if there's anything it reminds me of is like very much my childhood Saturdays with TBS. You know, you get like Seagal movies, or you'd get Schwarzenegger, or gosh, why am I forgetting? All those different kind of like action stars would start from like 1 o'clock, and they would always play like one or two films all in a row.
Die Hard every Sunday for sure.
Every Sunday, yeah. And so my parents would always go to the grocery store. I hated going to the grocery store, so they'd let me stay at home. And then Commando was one of those movies that at least like once or twice a year, it would be on that TBS afternoon, Saturday or Sunday. And so I always loved it because it's one of those movies that's just for anyone between the age of 10 and 95, just kind of knocks your socks off because it's just so over the top. And it's fun. Like, it's one of the most fun action movies ever. It doesn't waste any time. You're just straight into it. Like, and I still even remember the first time I saw it, when the guy wakes up in his bed and he like goes down, he's like, oh, the garbage. And like, for your first time viewing it, you're like, oh, this is going to, you know, they're going to build into a story. But then it's just like straight to somebody getting shot. And I just remember being like, whoa, like, what is happening?
Yeah.
And then like having Billy Dukes do that, you know, like obviously I'd seen Predator before I'd seen Commando, just because the year I was born, and having him be the bad guy like that, I was like, oh, he is scary. You know, like the way he steps off.
Talk about a face.
Yeah.
Bill Dukes has a very recognizable, very original face.
100%. That character actor, those like deadpan eyes.
Yes. Yeah. He's got like droopy jowls. He looks menacing. And he's big.
And he's huge.
Yeah. When you see him in the motel later in the film fighting Arnold, like he's a massive guy.
Well, they even get, like, you can tell in that fight too, they even get him to like hunch a bit the whole time. Like, he's never like fully standing. The only time he's fully standing up is when he comes to the door. So like, even when he's with Arnie, he's always hunching. And I could well imagine that's a contractual thing with Arnie.
Yeah.
He can't tower over him. But that movie, like, it was one of those ones. I mean, you know, we'll talk about it later, but like the weapons in it, as a kid, like that 4-barrel, I know everyone's going to want to talk about the 4-barrel rocket launcher, which I guess is actually, I had to do this research because I always thought it was a make-believe weapon, because I'm like, who the hell has a 4-barrel rocket launcher? Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. But it turns out it was supposed to be a replacement for the flamethrower. It's a thermobaric missile. So it's not even like what they show in the movie is just a rocket launcher, but it's supposed to shoot fire missiles, like napalm missiles.
Really?
So there's, you know, little side facts.
You'll have to be our resident weapons expert, because I'll tell you right now, I did not do any research on the weapons in the movie.
Oh, I don't know what it is. Like, and again, I mean, maybe it's growing up in Canada. We like don't have access to those things, but like, those movies, the fetishization of the weapons really gets me. Like, there's something like, just like the AK with like a banana clip that's like 5 feet long. And I'm just like, wow, that looks so cool, but it's like probably so impractical, so like non-functional. But you just like the way they present it, especially in this movie, when he's like, oh, we gotta go shopping, and she's like, what do you mean? And he like drives into the sports goods store, and he like leaves.
Store,
well, it's just like so funny where he leaves with a rocket launcher. You're like, what sporting goods store has a rocket launcher?
Yeah.
Like, I love that side of that movie. I don't know. And I like all those movies, same. Like, anytime you see the dude just like gear up and he's hanging like 15 grenades off the front, you're like, wow.
Well, I mean, this is the same year as Rambo 3, which this movie kind of starts what was famous as the Schwarzenegger Stallone box office, you know, competition. The friendly competition they had all through the 80s and the 90s, right?
Yeah, that's very valid.
What about you, Jay? Had you seen Commando before?
Hello, Brandon. No, I had never seen Commando before.
Really? First
time, and I was really looking forward to it. I mean that. It sounds like a sarcastic thing based on some of the movies that we've reviewed on this show, but no, I mean it.
Yeah. I got too excited to get in this episode. We haven't even. How are you, Jay? I saw you last week, but how are you?
I know we spent a lot of time together last week, and I'm so grateful that we were in person, even though it was for a sad reason. But
Yeah.
I'm okay. I'm okay. Both Yellow Car. First of all, I'm someplace in New Mexico.
Oh wow!
Right on Route 66, and both a combination of Yellow Car, the transmission. Remember, I took it to that place to have them look at it. Well, they monkeyed with it and made it way worse.
Oh,
So
no.
basically, I just decided to cut my losses after 3.5 months on the road and just beeline home.
Yeah.
So there's the mechanical stuff going on, and then also the other bane of my existence this trip: more freaking snow.
Yeah.
Snowed in Georgia, snowed in Texas, snowed in Arkansas. It's supposed to snow here 10 to 15 inches tomorrow. So I'm trying to like get up super early and hit the road and
try to get in front of it.
Yeah, it's just crazy. It's unbelievable.
Well, we're getting no snow.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
I'm on the 40 right now, like historically 66. So I'm not like, higher elevations and higher altitudes and higher, what am I trying to say, latitudes.
Yeah. No,
So
we've had like the warmest winter ever.
I know.
It's been crazy. I've hit snow in almost every state.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wild.
Just bizarre.
Before I forget, I do want to say hi to the chat because I just got too excited to start talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I saw that, so I jumped in on YouTube, but there are a bunch of people here.
Who we got here? Orgunian Dave is here. Hi. Ryan Dole is here. Hey, buddy. Video Power Gaming is here. Bitter Troll. Who else do we got here? I'm gonna have to learn how to actually say this name, but it is Cap 21 in. You'll have to let me know in the chat how to type it out phonetically, and then I'll learn.
It's Cap B, so there's got to be something.
It's Cap B21 and Cap B2 and Captain. Type it out phonetically in the chat.
Yeah.
I have seen Commando before. I really like Commando. It's just never been my Schwarzenegger movie. It's never the one that I go towards. And
fair.
To be honest, as much as I love the Terminator movies, I'm such a fan of Schwarzenegger's like comedy movies.
Yeah.
I honestly, I do think like Kindergarten Cop is probably my favorite Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
Twins.
I mean, I don't know how many people own the 4K of Kindergarten Cop. I know that there was enough interest for Kino Lorber to put it out, but how many people actually own this?
Yeah.
Brandon, because I have a story for everything. I hung out for a while with the kid who played the penis vagina kid. He's in one of the next movies too. Yeah. Milo
Boys
something.
have a
Milo
penis.
something.
Girls have a vagina.
Yeah.
I mean, that not a tumor line is forever.
Oh, exactly. It's not a tumor.
Like you could basically still say that, and that's multi-generational.
Yes.
Everyone kind of knows what that means.
I mean, for me, it's like when he's like cool guy, tough cop at the beginning of the movie. I'm Detective John Kimball. I'm a cop, you idiot. It just like lives in my head. Or he like shows up to that party and he's got the big shotgun, and they're like, "Who are you?" I'm the potty pooper.
I'm the potty pooper.
And directed by Ivan Reitman.
Wild.
Kindergarten
Nicole
Cop.
loved that one, Brandon, and I didn't grow up with it. And having seen it recently, I really like it a lot too.
It's a fun movie. Like it is a fun movie.
List again.
Yeah, like front to back, like it's an entertaining movie. It's that perfect mix of like camp and like action, like stakeout style.
The girl cop who gets sick, she's great in everything she's in too. I can't think of her
name.
Wonderful.
She's fantastic.
I don't remember her name right now. Probably.
She used to have a TV show where she was the star
Pamela
of it.
Reed?
Yeah, Pamela Reed, exactly.
Pamela Reed. She is so good in that movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
And shot in Astoria.
Blocked
Yes.
from
Yeah,
Goonies.
yeah.
Exactly. All the Goonie stuff.
So it's like obviously special to us now, Brandon.
Yes. What about you guys? Do you guys have a favorite Schwarzenegger movie? Even if it's Commando, that's cool too.
So, by the way, when I started laughing a moment ago and there
Yeah.
seemed like no context, it was because I was realizing in real time that I never heard him say "get to the chopper" because it's
Predator.
That's Predator. Yeah.
Time and time again.
We've done like 22 episodes of this show, and that's at least the 4th or 5th time he's had to tell me it's the wrong movie.
That's all right. I mean, I can never remember a single name. I was trying to say Steven Seagal earlier, and I couldn't remember that if I tried.
You hit the ponytail. We knew who you meant.
Yeah, you get it. Yeah,
exactly. Karate ponytail.
Karate. Yeah, plays 19 different races as one person. He could be native. He could be Japanese. He could, Seagal. He's everything. Yeah, white guy. Yeah. I think, and I mean, this might be a wild card for Schwarzenegger, but I think my favorite is Last Action Hero.
Dude, I love Last Action Hero so much. This is a terrible cover. I like that original poster.
Yeah, he's kicking through.
Yeah, I think it's on the disc here.
Yeah, he's kicking through the screen with a little kid in his arms. Yeah,
dude, and that's great artwork.
Yeah.
Well,
that's one of those like weird meta movies where there's so much going on. Like, he's kind of playing tongue in cheek. He's playing himself in a movie. Yeah. Like it's that weird kind of like realization type thing.
Yeah. In fact, it has that really great joke where they go to the video store, and in the video store there's a cardboard cutout of Stallone as the Terminator.
Yes.
In this Schwarzenegger universe.
That's awesome.
Stallone got the Terminator gig.
Well, like this, and the fact they throw in like cartoon cat and everyone like in the movie is just like that's what. DeVito. Yeah, and like they're like that's just a normal thing in our world. Like there's cartoon cats that are cops. Yeah. Like you're just like I just love the camp of that movie.
And at the very beginning of the movie, the kid clocks F. Murray Abraham as the bad guy and tells him, he's like, that's the bad guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like almost like spoiling it right at the start. Yeah.
And he uses the fact that he's the bad guy in Amadeus as his reasoning. Like, no, you don't cast that guy unless he's a bad guy. Like,
100%.
If people haven't seen Last Action Hero, it is such a fun watch.
Yeah, it's just like it's one of those movies that's like, obviously every kind of action movie of that era sometimes has flaws, but that one specifically is just the depth of that one. And like the relationship, I think my favorite part, like as a kid watching it, was like that relationship the kid had with the kind of the projectionist, where like, his mom was like a single mom, busy. And again, I didn't want my parents to be divorced, but I loved the idea of being able to like sneak out and have full run of a movie theater. Like just that whole fantasy world that was built up was one of those things that I really, really enjoyed.
Yeah. What about you, Jay? You got a favorite Schwarzenegger flick?
Oh, Jingle All the Way.
Yeah,
dude, that's another one.
It's funny. I was saying that jokingly, but it is actually a pretty good Christmas movie. It's very enjoyable.
I mean, anything with Phil Hartman.
Yeah. I said it as a joke, but the truth is, it is really solid.
Yeah.
Brandon,
and past and future guest, friend of the show, Phil Morris.
Oh yes, that's right. He's in that.
Yes, he plays the newscaster at the parade.
Remember, that's amazing.
Remember I fangirled when he was on the show.
I forgot. I loved seeing it because it's like he's like one of my best friends. So it's I forget that he's Jackie Childs from Seinfeld,
Yes.
Even though I say it all the time. Honestly, Brandon, you're probably going to be very surprised to hear this, but I loved this movie today. So I would say it might be Commando.
Really?
I mean, this was such a fun ride for me. I had such a laugh.
Wow. Like even over like T2 and all that?
I enjoy those, but I really don't think of them as Arnold Schwarzenegger movies. Like to me, those are James Cameron sagas.
Yeah.
And even though they are Schwarzenegger movies and vehicles, obviously, that's why we have T2 ashtrays because of Arnold. I don't know. I don't think of him that way. Somehow Arnold is not the leading guy in T2.
I was just gonna say, you don't see him act. He plays a robot, so it's not like there's no personality. You don't get the like one-liners. You get the like, I'll be back, and like the few, but like he's very flat in his character because he's a robot.
And if you added up his screen time, I bet it'd be similar to Jaws. You know what I mean? Like he's not actually in it that much.
Yeah.
At least comparatively to the rest of them.
I totally agree with you. I think there's a bit more of a performance in T2 than T1.
Yeah.
T1 he's very much a machine. T2 John Connor is teaching him things, and we're getting a little bit of the funny side of it.
And the comedy's coming out.
Yeah, which is really the reason I like T2 more than T1.
Oh, also, it's such a better movie. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, T1 was.
Tell me about the first one and don't even watch it.
You know, I always say, in fact, I was at the Vancouver, the VIF Center, the Vancouver International Film Festival last year. They had like an 80s film run. They were playing all these films from the 80s. They played The Terminator. And I remember sitting in the theater, you know, so excited to see Terminator on the big screen. And I was watching it, and like 10 minutes in, I was like, I love this movie, but God, do I wish I was watching Terminator 2 right now.
I agree.
The second I'm in that world, I'm just like, God, I wish I was watching Terminator 2.
Yep.
Well, Terminator 2 has so much more depth. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Because it was the same world as T2, you know?
Yes. Yeah. Is T2 3D?
Yeah, it's just,
The ashtray.
Yeah. But it just, like T2 just has way more depth. Like there's more characters. You're interested in them. Like even just like the storyline of Edward Furlong and his buddy, and like them ripping off ATMs and like arcade, like just that whole, like there's the depth where T1, like I love the style of T1. Like I like the cold metallic look of the whole movie. It's like very like cut and dry, violent, very short, like very punchy, dark. But very dark.
Very budget, very indie.
Yeah, and I love that aspect of it. But then like watching Terminator 2, you know, on high def, or like when I first watched it was on Laserdisc, and I remember my mind just like blowing out. Like I was just like, whoa, this is like this. Even the motorbike in the trucker or the truck car chase,
through the LA River,
like they just that is such iconic. You know,
it's just insane stuff.
You know,
and practical effects.
Oh, it's the wrong motorcycle. All that crazy crap. I don't care. Give it to me.
No,
you can tell it's not Arnold. I don't care. Give it to me.
I don't even care. 100%. It's such good practical effects. And then even like when they're in when he's got the big Gatling gun and he's just outside the office tower or the science wing or whatever the hell, like just that, like the sheer volume of it is like pretty unmatched.
Helicopter and everything.
Yeah, like, and you're just like, whoa, like that is, and I mean, I guess like that movie too, even like the helicopter stunts in that movie when like they fly the helicopter underneath the like overpass and like
it's real.
They paid, it's real, and they like got the pilot to do it. You're like, that's crazy.
They gave him a pay bump to do it. Like it's insane. Danger
pay. Double danger pay. Yeah.
One of the things I actually learned is that the Sherman Galleria in Los Angeles, Jay, the mall,
Sherman Oaks
Galleria, the mall.
Yeah.
So that's where they shot all the mall sequence for Commando, but it's also the same mall for T2.
So it's funny.
I was curious about that.
Up as a note,
yeah,
that is the old Galleria. That the only reason it closed was because of the Northridge earthquake, which we just had the anniversary of the other day. 30 years.
Interesting.
1994.
So there was damage to the mall, and then they tore it down and rebuilt it.
Yeah. I mean, damage to the mall. Yes. Tore it down. Didn't rebuild it. Sort of repurposed it. It's now one of those outdoor mall things. So the area where he's swinging is a gigantic courtyard.
Okay.
And there's flood markers there.
Yeah, because his Galleria was like big glass atrium, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
With the glass elevators and all that stuff.
Yeah.
It's also the one where they shot Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Okay.
I thought, like that one, every time I saw it on screen, it does, especially with those like big kind of like colorful kind of tubes or whatever the hell, like those decorative things they've got going around.
And all the different colorful layers where like over here and the restaurant over there and food court.
Yeah, like neon. You can tell like neons everywhere, basically.
Yeah, I can't remember what year that was, but they were probably pretty similar. They were both mid '80s, weren't they?
Yeah.
Fast Times. I don't remember when I feel it's like 82 or something like that. 83.
Well, Sean Penn was pretty young in that one.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Okay, so that would have been a couple years before Commando. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe it's before Commando. I don't know that year off the top of my head.
And then if memory serves, for T2, the inside of the mall is different than the outside of the mall as a location. I can't remember which is which, but
and they do, and I mean most of that is kind of like close shots in the arcade. Like they, you kind of see the mall like as they like pull in, but it's like very like 3 seconds, and then they're like in the arcade.
But there's the like escape hallway, the like between stores hallway, and then the parking garage. I think that stuff might be there as well.
Yeah, true.
And then just since we're talking T2, shout out to the Peterson, Brandon, because the Peterson Museum garage is the when they're breaking Linda Hamilton out of the hospital.
Yeah.
And he's got the car and the back in the cop car up the spiral thing and everything, that waffle ceiling. That's all the Peterson garage.
I did not know that.
The guys running after the car and they're going backwards up the spiral. That's all.
Oh, wow. Okay. I cannot wait to get to the Peterson again then.
Yeah. Or just watch the movie again, because you'll know immediately, like, oh, that waffle ceiling, there's only one place.
Yeah.
Wow. That's cool. I did not know that.
That's very
cool. Commando.
Jay's new favorite.
So Commando is directed by Mark L. Lester. He had done a couple other films, Class of 1984 with a young Michael J. Fox.
Yeah.
He did Stephen King film Firestarter with a very young Drew Barrymore. And then he did a film that I really love, Armed and Dangerous, the John Candy, Eugene Levy comedy.
Great movie.
And then, I think just some other, television and other projects through the years, but this is definitely his biggest film.
Yeah, at 100%. But like you kind of look at his filmography and it kind of dips right away after the 90s.
Yeah.
Like pretty hard
Which
fall.
one did it? What did it? Why?
Yeah,
I mean, that's a good question. I was actually kind of going down that rabbit hole because I was curious who directed this, and then I was like, oh, Class of 1984. Firestarter is a great movie. Like, totally. I love that movie. My opinion, and it might be a controversial one, is I think Showdown in Little Tokyo might have been his kind of, because again, that's like moving into the 90s, that would have been a bigger budget. Dolph was popular at that time, or to a certain extent popular. I feel like because after Showdown, it kind of, there's nothing.
And what a straight line in my mind to go from directing an Arnold movie to directing a Dolph Lundgren movie. Like that just, of course, that's what you're going to do, right? If you have success with Schwarzenegger and Commando, you're going to do a Dolph Lundgren film after that.
Yeah.
Was it the same studio? Did they like what he did for Commando and they said, hey, do it again?
I don't know, to be honest. I don't know.
Because that one didn't work out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like, that's not one that people just...
I didn't put it in my... I didn't put it in my
no one's quoting that one.
Commando has a story credit by two guys that we've talked about already on this podcast, Jeff Loeb and Matthew Weissman, because they wrote the script for Teen Wolf. So we talked about them all on our Teen Wolf.
Oh, that is weird.
Episode.
Yeah.
So their credit is a story by credit because they had the original idea for the script, which was very, very different. Apparently, it was actually originally conceived as like an Israeli soldier renounces violence and then has to come back, to save somebody, has to reinstate his skill set or whatever. And the original pitch was actually to Gene Simmons.
Oh, wild.
Yeah. Because I think he had done that. He'd done like that movie. What's it called? Like White Heat or what is that movie? Tom Selleck.
Yeah. So I have that poster up in my living room, actually.
Oh, that's so funny. What is it? Is it
gosh.
like that?
Why am I blanking on it?
White Knight.
Yeah, hold on. Sorry, I should know this.
I didn't write it down.
Runaway.
Oh, Runaway. Where am I getting White Heat from? Runaway.
Yeah, Runaway. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Joe Stewart. Joe Stewart got it here.
Yeah.
Runaway.
And talk about like it's basically, that is almost a Terminator ripoff. That one was like riding off the coattails of Terminator, where they've got this like scientist played by Gene Simmons who's going to make robots, and they're like little spiders. It's dumb. But I love the poster. The poster's great. It's one of my favorite posters.
But they didn't like. Obviously, Gene Simmons turned it down, and Nick Nolte was in conversation for a bit to come on to. I don't know if it was that particular script or if it was what became more of Commando. But Jeff Loeb and Matthew Weissman still have the story by credit. I talked about it on the Teen Wolf episode, but I'll just bring it up real quick. Jeff Loeb is a very famous comic book writer. Wrote two of probably the greatest Batman comic series ever, Long Halloween and Hush. Legendary in the comic world, plus tons and tons of other books and comic books and stuff. But it's just funny that they got Teen Wolf made and they got Commando made in the same year.
Yeah, that is kind of wild.
Films.
Yeah, wildly different
Brandon,
movies.
just only because you're talking about Teen Wolf. While I was at Porsche Corporate yesterday visiting friends there for the trip, I met some executive that I'd never met before, but my friend introduced me. Oh, and this is Mike. And said, "Oh, I follow you," and I watch Late Night Playset. I said, "Oh, thank you so much." And my friend Ray said, "Oh, you might recognize Mike from his work in Teen Wolf." And I said, "What are you talking about?" And he's like, "I was just an extra in Teen Wolf." And I was like, "What?
Oh yeah,
that's awesome!"
Wow.
I go, "My friends would flip out over this." I go, "What? Tell me about it." And then he brings up the YouTube clips on his phone that he has handy and ready to go. And sure enough, he was a kid in all of the high school scenes. And you see him seems like every time they go up or down a staircase, there's this guy who's now an executive at Porsche.
That's so cool.
And I took pictures with him and everything yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a picture that relates to tonight's movie, but I'll find both. But I just thought it was so funny, and I wanted
your
to tell
legacy
you
of being an extra in Teen Wolf. How cool is that?
Yeah,
the one picture. Yeah.
He's
that's
like,
my
I was
head.
waiting to run into you so I could tell you about Teen Wolf.
Yeah, man. I'm an extra in the Metallica concert movie. You can see me in the stands, like.
That's a good extra.
I'm gonna zoom in on you. That's like Adam the
cool.
Woo in Waterboy.
Yes, exactly. I got to go back and find him in that.
Definitely.
So the producers get involved, and they don't like that iteration of the script, and so they do what they do, and they buy the script, and then they bring in a new writer, Stephen E. D'Souza.
Yeah,
he's the one who gets the screenplay credit. This man has an incredible career. I'm just going to list some of these movies that he wrote.
Epic.
48 Hours, Running Man, also with Schwarzenegger.
I like that one too. I like that one too.
Die Hard 1 and Die Hard 2.
Yeah.
One of my personal favorite movies, not a good movie, but one of my favorite movies, Hudson Hawk. Have either of you guys ever seen this movie?
Oh yeah.
Long time.
I mean, it's horrible, but it's entertaining. Like there's nothing like.
So the same writer as Commando wrote this with his writing partner Bruce Willis. This is Bruce Willis's only writing credit is Hudson Hawk. And if people have not seen Hudson Hawk, I am such a fan of Hudson Hawk. I buy every copy that I find. I have so many copies of it. It is a bonkers movie about a guy who gets out of jail. He's a cat burglar, and they rope him into like one last gig, which is this like weird Leonardo da Vinci crystal. It's insane. And the whole movie, there is a running gag where Bruce Willis's character, Hudson Hawk, just wants to drink a cappuccino. He's just out of prison, and the one thing he wants to do is drink a cappuccino. And every single time he's about to get a cappuccino, something happens. I think one of them is like about to drink it, and then like a bullet comes by and hits the cup and blows it. Like It's
That
just
is so
supposed to be this
stupid.
running gag. It's a bonkers movie. It is fun watch, but it is not a good movie.
No, but it's like, yeah, I mean, but it's also Bruce Willis like at his like peak.
Yeah, I mean the charisma is oozing off that man in Hudson Hawk. That's
big
why
time.
people are watching it.
Yeah. Well, it's like oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I want to finish.
Well, I was just gonna say, it's like I always feel like the comedian, the Hickory Dickory Doc,
Andrew Dice Clay.
Yeah, I always feel like when he did for Fairlane or whatever, Francis Fairlane, that character.
Yeah,
I always feel like he was.
Seen that, but I own it. Yeah.
Well, it always, and I don't know why that comes to mind, but it just always feels like he's trying to do the Bruce Willis of that time, like in his own way. He's trying, but it just never quite matched that.
Yeah.
It's like Pluto Nash, like Eddie Murphy is an action star. It's a little
different
than Beverly Hills Cop,
Exactly. Yeah. Every star they have a dip, right? They either somebody offers them too much money that they can't not turn it down.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened with Pluto Nash. That is a bonkers decision. What's
I'll
funny?
still watch it. That's up there with Buckaroo Banzai. It's like it's not good, but it's a crazy, like the art direction alone is fun to watch for me.
Yeah, 100%. I would agree with that.
On the way down
it's awful. It's definitely awful.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
On the way down to Florida, Jay, I watched the Eddie Murphy documentary, the new one on Netflix. I liked it.
Loved it.
I just realizing now there was no mention of Pluto Nash.
The only way he would do the documentary is they don't bring it up.
But they talked about
him
Dave
doing the documentary
Meet Dave. Yeah,
I forgot about Meet Dave.
They talked about Meet Dave, but they didn't talk about Pluto Nash. There was not a clip. There was not a mention.
So Nicole and I are of the rare opinion that we actually like a lot of those lesser known later Eddie Murphy movies that everyone makes fun of, like Mr. Church or The Thousand Words. There's such a good wholesome message in these movies that kind of like, it brings me back to old school television and old movies where, all right, it's not going to be a box office hit. No wonder you don't like it, but like it was a beautiful movie. What a great story. And he's a good actor.
Yeah, that's the part, is like he's always good in what he does. Like it doesn't really, like the movie itself can be inherently bad, but Eddie Murphy just doesn't. Like even Dr. Dolittle, like I don't like, like
vulnerability that he puts on that just is captivating.
Well, and the way he like talk, like I know this is dumb, but like the way he talks to the animals is like it like you're like, sure, it's CGI faces and the animals are moving, but like he's so believable.
Yeah.
Arguing with a monkey about getting drunk. You're like, this could happen.
It's Gatorade.
Yeah.
Even when he's acting with himself, times 6 at like the clumps table.
Yeah, Nutty Professor. Come on, like.
Yeah. Amazing.
Yeah,
I'm a big fan.
It was a really good documentary, and what I liked about is there was a lot of Eddie Murphy talking about his career. There was obviously other people talking about his impact and stuff, but Eddie Murphy is such a funny guy that I just really enjoyed him talking about himself and being funny, right?
Totally agree with you. And you get to hear what he thought about some of those things, because some things you would think like he really likes and he doesn't necessarily, and vice versa.
Yeah. Well, and he's one of those like, oh, sorry. Go ahead, man.
No, you go ahead.
I was just going to say, he's one of those guys too, that his career has like, there isn't a lot of like controversy. Like Eddie Murphy, the way he came up, with stand up, like Raw and all like the huge popularity that he went through, he was very much able to like continue. Like, sure, there was dips in box office, but like in terms of his career in general, he was very good at maintaining like a quality or like an inability to be bogged down with Hollywood. Like there's like even though this documentary came out about him, it's on his terms, where a lot of people it's pretty rare that they have a career like that.
Just because you guys are both Canadian, if you haven't seen the Tom Green documentary, highly recommend that one too.
I haven't seen it yet.
The parallels, because he did it himself.
Yeah. Well, and I just started saying that I just got a Tom Green signed Check the OR album just recently from Organized Rhyme. Pretty excited about that.
That's cool.
Nice. I still kept my Endangered Feces DVD for the hopes that one day he would sign it.
You know what? He probably would, to be honest.
Yeah.
If you ever got the chance, he 100% would.
I think so, yeah. That I used to have the best of his the public access show too, whatever that was called. I guess it was just the Tom Green show, but
yeah, but what, and God, what a great show that was. That was. If you think of like where all the cool things like Jackass and all that stuff came from, it was that show.
Yeah, totally.
Definitely.
You know,
even that's the other thing, Brandon. Now that our I hate to say this, but now that our friend Adam the Woo is no longer with us, I've actually been watching some of his videos lately, and that I didn't know him that way. I knew him in real life. It's crazy the Tom Green influence. Like even when he's walking around the apartment and just talking about things, I can hear like there's almost a Canadian Tom Green affect going on. It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Clearly an influence.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, huge influence for Adam for sure. And I'm sure people know, but Adam was on Tom Green's internet show.
Yeah. Oh, cool. I didn't know that.
On the show, so.
Yep.
Oh, that's very cool.
I think you can still find it out there. I haven't looked for it for a very long time, but I'm sure on the internet somewhere is Adam the Woo on the Tom Green show.
Tom Green himself, I think, posted at least a clip of it. I think so, yeah.
After Adam passed, yeah.
Oh, that's sweet. Yeah, I mean, Tom Green's that kind of guy, though. I think he remembers people like that. There's few. Again, he's one of those people who became famous through just pure osmosis, like
yeah, and just doing his own thing.
Yeah,
himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Tom Green thing is what made Tom Green famous.
Exactly, and that's very rare when that happens. And I feel like he is the most human, out of all human. They're all human, but he is the most real out of all of it because he hasn't really had to change what he did to be where he is.
Exactly.
Or fought hard to not change.
Yeah.
Yeah. True.
Man, oh man, when I think about this show that we're doing sometimes, and I go like, we started talking about Arnold Schwarzenegger's Commando, somehow got to Eddie Murphy, and now we're talking about Tom Green. Crazy.
My aunts and our new technical consultants from the Secret Service love it. They're like, I don't even watch these movies, but I love hearing all you guys talk about all the tangents.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's the most fun about this, though. Totally. Like just in general, like minus a podcast, like even when we're just hanging out in my shop when you stop by, it's just this like diatribe of information and like sharing of stories and like weird connections. And then you're like, oh my God, I didn't even realize this was this. And like, I think that's my favorite part about like movies in general.
Yeah.
Like it really,
I'm so amazed how far and how fast we can, or how fast and how far away we can get from our quote unquote subject matter. It's incredible.
Yeah, you're right. It doesn't take long.
No, it does not at all. I will bring us back to it now because the film is produced by a gentleman by the name of Joel Silver. Very big producer. Produced The Warriors, Streets of Fire, a film I love and will talk about.
Great movie.
To my dying day. I suggest everybody watch Streets of Fire. It's so cool. Brewster's Millions, film we've covered on this show.
Love that movie.
The Lethal Weapon franchise, Die Hard 1 and 2, Predator 1 and 2. But one of the things I learned about Joel Silver, the producer of Commando, is that he plays the director of the Baby Herman cartoon in Roger Rabbit. Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's Joel Silver. And apparently,
that's what I had 3 times already.
Yeah.
I'm worried about you. I'm worried about the refrigerator.
I only read this on the internet, so you take it with a grain of salt. But apparently, Joel Silver and Michael Eisner worked together at Paramount, and they didn't get along. So,
I mean, that certainly makes
Spielberg.
sense.
Yeah.
Steven Spielberg put Joel Silver in Roger Rabbit as like a joke, as something like a little twist of the knife to Michael Eisner. And apparently, because Joel Silver normally has a big beard and is shaved for Roger Rabbit, Michael Eisner didn't even recognize him and asked, "Who's that actor?" And they were like, "It's Joel Silver." And he went, "Huh, well, he's pretty good." And and left it at that.
Yeah, just had to take it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
The other thing I learned is that the character of Les Grossman, played by Tom Cruise in Tropic Thunder, that
Yes.
character is based off of Joel Silver, this producer.
Yes. Yes, I've heard that.
Yes, I had never, I didn't hear that. I hadn't heard that before, so I was like,
Yeah,
oh man,
yeah.
that's crazy.
And I mean not to go on a tangent again, but like that's the like sleeper of Tom Cruise, because like I guess from what I understood is he wanted to do that. Like they basically gave him creative freedom to play that. So it's like it's kind of interesting when like, you know, whatever opinions about Tom Cruise, but like that's what always surprises me with him is like he'll come in and do something where it's like you can really see a genius there sometimes where you're like, whoa, that's wild.
I mean, maybe it has to do with like the fact that he's able to hide behind all that makeup, but it is an amazing performance. It is so funny, and I remember, I mean, knowing that it was Tom Cruise, but I remember seeing Tropic Thunder in the theater, and that movie just like that absolutely blew me away. I'd never seen anything like it before, but I will never forget Tom Cruise's Les Grossman.
No, I mean, in a lot of ways, like even though like there was such a powerhouse of a cast in that movie, he kind of did steal the show right at the end. Like when you did that character comes on, you're like, whoa, like that was quite a big role.
Yeah.
And it again, it's kind of making fun of a movie like Commando too, you know, to a certain extent.
Yeah, totally.
You know?
Yeah, it's a Commando, it's Platoon, it's Apocalypse Now, right? It's all these big, you know, shoot 'em up, epic war type movies, right?
Yeah.
No,
100%.
I know we've talked about Arnold Schwarzenegger a little bit, but I just wanted to kind of wanted to celebrate him. Just because like his story is incredible. I don't read a lot of books, but I did read this book. This is his autobiography, Total Recall, my unbelievably true life story.
What a great name too, Total Recall.
This is a big book. This is a big book. And it's a fascinating read because I'm just going to read a little bit of the description, you know, on the inside cover here. It says, the greatest immigrant success story of our time. His story is unique and uniquely entertaining, and he tells it brilliantly in these pages. He was born in a year of famine in a small Austrian town. By the age of 21, he was living in Los Angeles and had been crowned Mr. Universe. Within 5 years, he had learned English and became the greatest bodybuilder in the world. Within 10 years, he had earned his college degree and was a millionaire from his business enterprises in real estate, landscaping, and bodybuilding. Within 20 years, he was the world's biggest movie star, the husband of Maria Shriver, and an emerging Republican leader. 36 years after coming to America, you know, he becomes the governor of California. But
the governor,
crazy pants.
His
crazy
story is unbelievable.
Yeah.
Because, you know, he, like it said, you know, he's a kid from Austria, Germany.
Yeah.
Becomes a bodybuilder, wants to be Mr. Universe, Mr. Olympia, you know, gets that in 1970. He becomes Mr. Olympia, starts heading to Los Angeles. But the thing that I learned in this book was his business mind, his mogul. He bought apartments and would rent them out, and he would make money that way. And he got to the point where he bought like a whole apartment complex, and that's how he was making money. Is he was just like essentially a landlord and buying real estate, and he had made his first $1 million before he was like you know, the famous movie star Arnold Schwarzenegger that we know and love today. And I've just always been so amazed just by like the kind of the 3 lives he's lived, right?
Yeah.
As the greatest bodybuilder on the planet, one of our biggest movie stars, and then his whole political, you know, the governor of California. Like it's an incredible life he lived. And now he's a big ambassador of like green energy, and he's converted his Hummer into like an electric car, and he's
But
doing all sorts of-
even back in the day though, like when it came to like, you know, the obesity, you know, quote unquote obesity crisis in the US, when they did that like Last Action Hero, the only way he signed up to do that movie was if he could promote like healthy living and like a balanced diet. And like, so like you rent the movie and there's like a 3-minute or 4-minute documentary at the start of the movie all about fitness and like what you can do to like hang out with your kids and do sport. Like there is like a crazy wholesomeness that comes with Arnold that you don't really get. Like, I don't know, like it's like Seagal's kind of the other side of the spectrum where it's like could care less, you know, but like I like that.
And not that I actually know, but I don't feel that warmth from Sylvester Stallone, right?
No.
They make entertaining movies, but there's something about Arnold Schwarzenegger, and you hit it right on the head. Like there is like a warmth, there's a kindness to him, and he can play the Terminator, but then also, you know, we end up seeing him in Jingle All the Way and in Kindergarten Cop.
Well, they just did it like recently. It was like an interview with Danny DeVito and then an interview with Arnold Schwarzenegger, and they were on 2 separate sound stages. It was kind of like a retrospective interview where it was like young actors interviewing older actors, and Danny DeVito found out Arnold Schwarzenegger was on the sound stage. Yeah, and like watching them get together, and like Danny DeVito's lovable because it's Danny DeVito, like that's just the character he is. But watching Arnold, like just seeing him like naturally see Danny DeVito and the pure excitement and kindness and like the smile, and like you're like, I mean, you know, like there's just something there where you just feel like, yeah, he would be a pretty cool grandpa. Like there's just, you know, like it was one of those, I think about it often because it was just so sweet seeing these two kind of like actors that have come up together to a certain extent and then reconnecting, and I mean, they probably see each other often, but just seeing that interaction was just so wholesome.
Did you guys see that Oscar clip when Danny DeVito and Arnold Schwarzenegger were presenting at the Oscars, and they talked about like getting beaten up by Batman, and then they're like, they look in the crowd and they're like, hey, there he is, and it cuts to Michael Keaton and he's got an ascot on and he's staring him down like Bruce Wayne.
Very fun.
It's so good.
It was the best.
Well, my other favorite thing about Arnold is like the fact that like when he first started acting, the push was to get him to like lose his accent, and he refused. And I think like possibly one of the best decisions he ever made, like especially in a time in the 1980s where we wanted homogeny, or like they wanted everything to be Americanized, or like everything had to be the same, you know, like if you looked Asian, you kind of had to have a Japanese accent. If you know, like that was kind of what Hollywood wanted in the 80s. And for him to come up at that time, and for him to come up at that time and be like, no, if you want me in this movie, I'm going to talk like myself. Like, and people clowned on him. Like you know, I would say the first 10 years of his acting, people clowned on him all the time. But I also feel like now in hindsight, like it was the right thing to do, you know, like it wasn't like it. That's why to a certain extent, sure, we're talking about Commando where, you know, he's shooting 500 guys and they don't hit him with a single bullet and all this stuff. But like him as a character, you can almost kind of do away with those like unrealities or those unrealistic things because you really like the guy. Like he's not trying to be something he's not.
If you stop and think for a second about the absurdity of Arnold Schwarzenegger as like a kindergarten teacher, right? Like obviously he's playing he has to, you know, in that movie he has to his partner is supposed to be the teacher and he's stepping in because she's sick. But you know, in all those movies, not a single person ever questions like, why does he have an accent and why is he so freaking ripped? Right? Like,
100%.
No kindergarten teacher would be as ripped as that guy is.
No, but I mean that just makes it like it just works.
I know,
you know, like
it's his charisma, it's his charm. Like we just we buy into it, right? We just want to be entertained by him.
And again, like not to bring up Steven Seagal, but like on the other end of that spectrum, you have Seagal who's tried to play a myriad of characters and is now clowned on all the time because it's like it doesn't land. Like you're like it's kind of weird, and then you try and go back and watch them and you're like, God, this is awkward. where, you know,
Yeah.
Schwarzenegger just playing himself. And that's, I mean, and hence the same with Jean-Claude Van Damme. Van Damme just stayed Van Damme. He didn't try to like change the accent. He didn't try to change, you know, any of those characters, and it works.
Yeah, totally. Arnold Schwarzenegger, he had a movie very early, 1970. His first like American movie is Hercules in New York, and his voice is actually dubbed in the movie.
Yes, I forgot about that.
And he's credited as Arnold Strong. It was
Wow.
It's the only movie he's credited as Arnold Strong, but obviously trying to, you know, that was the other thing, is that people wanted him to change his name because Schwarzenegger is hard to put on a poster, right? Like that was their, like, nobody can spell it, nobody can say it. How do you put it on a poster, right? But here we are, you know, 50 years later, and it's like he's a household name, right? Nobody bats an eye at Schwarzenegger anymore.
No. And I mean, just like literally, you could tell a 10-year-old they know who Arnie is.
Exactly.
You know, like it's pretty jarring how well he's been able to maintain his name. Yeah. And I mean, I know, like, you know, we could talk about his controversies, but I mean, they're all like, again, all kind of handled internally in his family, and like things happen, but like it really isn't that.
Action stars have controversy. I don't think.
I mean, you know, bodybuilder.
Van Damme, who the ponytail, who you just Steven Seagal, like, I think they all have controversy.
Totally.
Yeah. Well, and talk about like a redemption arc, like Jean-Claude Van Damme, like with that JVCD documentary they did, where like, you know, he kind of finally admitted that he had a little bit of that nose candy problem, and like got himself cleaned up, reestablished his relationship with his wife that he had been married for like, it's like he, and then like, you know, reintegrated himself with his children, and it's quite, you know, it's quite nice to see somebody like realize that, and then understand his legacy is more important than the, you know, the party type thing.
Yeah.
Right. Brandon, we used to see Arnold all the time. He there was a restaurant in Santa Monica called Shotzi's on Main Street, and it was in this like office building with a big atrium in the center, and it was like one of those umbrellas and outdoor seating in the middle. But his office was in that building, and now it occurs to me, and he was there for, it's probably still there, but it was there for decades and decades and decades. And I'm realizing now, based on your story, that he probably owned the whole building. He probably still does.
Yeah.
He probably wasn't like renting office space like I thought.
He was renting office spaces to other people.
I can't imagine as his success and his bank account grew, I don't think he must have not have gotten out of real estate. Like,
no.
If you're that kind of person, that's just how you think about things, right?
Yes.
Investments and stuff.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, look at the family he married into.
Exactly. I mean, Americana, talk about that, right?
Yeah, like married into the Kennedys.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's pretty, like going from like small Austrian, you know, village, struggling, comes over here, and now he's part of the Kennedy family.
Yeah, it's part of America's family.
Yeah, 100%.
He was on Letterman once in the 80s, a bunch of times, but one time in the 80s, and they were talking about what his name meant. He goes, well, what does Schwarzenegger mean? He goes, it means black plowman. And that's what it actually translates to. And then he's talking about, now he's marrying Maria, and now they're getting married. And he goes, well, tell me about that. He's like, well, what do you want to know? And he goes, well, how do they feel like having a black plowman in the group? Because there's this guy who was a working man, you know, it was a literal thing, but family were poor working people. Yeah. And then they move into like, you know, royalty.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. It's a movie in its own right.
Royalty,
Yeah. No, it's wild.
You know what? That's the other thing too. In that same appearance, they're doing a whole scene as a pre-tape in the beginning for a cold open where Dave and Arnold are talking in the makeup room, and they're having this whole back and forth, and it doesn't even matter what they're talking about. Punchline, very, very funny. Then the camera pulls out. Arnold's been holding the chair up the entire time. He's like, oh, and Arnold, sorry about the chair. They were supposed to fix it. He goes, whatever. And he just chucks it. It was
yeah, I mean, he has such a great sense of humor, right?
Yeah, good sport about it.
Obviously why he got into all those classic 90s comedies.
Yeah,
well,
totally.
And I think why he's good at doing the little tongue-in-cheek, you know, the little break the fourth wall winks, you know. I mean,
and
he knows he's not the best actor in the world.
No, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's valid.
One-liners in this movie, like you have
So-
to be tongue in cheek. You have to be like, you have to know that what you're doing is funny to deliver some of these one-liners, right?
Yes.
So many.
Yes.
There's so many good ones.
There-
This
and
movie
there's-
is so enjoyable.
And this movie is
iconic.
basically every character is just dropping one-liners. Like I was
Yeah.
even thinking like the Ray Don Chong, the female lead in this
Perfect.
movie.
Yes.
Like so funny. Like she, like, oh, you guys are
Yeah.
eating too much red meat. Like she's
Yeah.
just constantly.
I hate
Yeah,
this macho
that's why he's
bullshit.
all,
Yeah, yeah, and it's just like
Yeah.
so funny because like you just I don't know. It's like even the little girl who's played by, which blew my mind, Alyssa Milano.
Milano. Yeah.
She's got one-liners. Like she's throwing back.
Yeah.
Ray Don Chung's best one-liner for me was when she called Arnold Schwarzenegger 6'2".
Yeah,
That was
true.
the best one for me.
Yeah, that one really hit. Yeah,
I don't think so.
Well, that is the absolute perfect segue, Andy, because I was just about to talk about Ray Don Chong. She's wonderful in this movie.
Always delivers. Love her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Lots
did
of
not
fun.
know this. That is Tommy Chong's daughter. I had no
Yes.
idea.
yeah, is that yeah. I went down that rabbit hole because I was like, wow, that's a crazy last name. I didn't like it. I was like, why is her last name Chong? And then I kind of was like playing the Google game, and I'm like, oh my god, that's wild.
Yeah.
Wow.
Just I had no idea. The other so
Tales
she
from the
doesn't-
Dark Side for me. God,
Yes.
I love that. Tales from the Dark Side. And then even up to current stuff like Jeff Who Lives at Home. She's great in that. With,
Dude.
Yeah.
I pulled this because I love this movie so much.
I watch it all the time. I love it so much.
One of my absolute favorite movies. The Duplass brothers, some of my favorite filmmakers. But yeah, if people haven't seen Jeff Who Lives at Home, Jason Segel and Ed Helms, Susan
Just
Sarandon,
delightful.
and Ray Don Chong is in this film as well. This movie,
And that's a tiny little movie. It's like sub 90 minutes. It's super short.
Yeah.
just
Yeah. Not a hard
Judy
watch at all.
Greer.
That's
one of
right.
my
Judy
favorite
Greer's in
actresses,
it.
Judy Greer. Yeah,
Ed Helms, Susan Sarandon.
Yeah.
So good.
Jeff Who Lives at Home. Highly recommend for people who haven't. This is just such a wonderful like Sunday afternoon watch. It's oh my god, I love this movie.
I love a
haven't seen
movie
it.
that opens up on a guy talking about another movie because it opens up. He's like, I
Yes.
watched Signs again last night.
Yes, that's right. I forgot.
It's the perfect movie.
Yeah. I think it's also kind of early. Like Jason Segel has a couple other dramatic performances. End of the Tour is another film that I really like.
That's a beautiful movie. Yeah.
Jason Segel and Jesse Eisenberg. But yeah, dude, I'm so happy that you love this movie because
With a
I got to
passion.
rewatch it again. I haven't seen it in a long time, but this is like a 5-star, 6-star, 10-star movie for me. It was so impactful the first time I saw it.
I totally agree with you. I think I told you that Nicole, used to work with Jason.
Yes.
So they had a history. She opened Forgetting Sarah Marshall. One of the things she always loved about him was you were talking about him as a serious role. Yes, he's known for comedy, but one of the reasons I think his stuff lands is because he's very vulnerable with his comedy, and sometimes there's a seriousness to it, even in as Peter Brenner and Sarah Marshall. This movie is just another level, and I feel like this is the type of movie that probably got him crashing. Like the performance, this is the type of performance that probably got him crashing.
Shrinking.
Shrinking. Thank you. Sorry, Pete Holmes is crashing. You're right. Shrinking.
Yeah, which is an amazing show on Apple TV.
Amazing.
If people haven't seen it, so funny.
But he's an everyday guy. Like there's, like you could see him literally working at a car dealership. You could see him like he's that type of actor that I just, again, extremely believable. Like that vulnerability is like, like I could, he literally could be your neighbor. There's a certain degree, like, Ed Helms too, but like Ed Helms kind of has like that look that would work on like different movies, a little bit funny, whatever. But Segel, like I don't know. He just looks like a dude you'd meet in college.
Well, I mean, Jason Segel is like a gentle giant. That's what that's what his like career has kind of put him as. That's awesome.
My beautiful late wife, but also Jason Segel.
That's cute.
Love Jason Segel. Huge. I was a big How I Met Your Mother fan. Love the Muppet movies. Well, I guess he was only in the first one.
Yeah,
The 2011.
Yeah,
the one.
still good though. Great movie.
Yeah, I love him.
Man or a Muppet, so good.
Oh, Academy Award winning. I think I've said it several times on the show. It somehow comes up all the time. It's so
I'll
weird.
set you up to say it single time.
Here's the other interesting thing about Ray Dong Chong that I learned. Did you know that she discovered Chris Pratt?
Oh, I did not know that.
I don't think so.
She did.
I thought you were going to say she starred in Quest for Fire, because that's what I was waiting for.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Yeah, she is in Quest for Fire, a film that I saw. I saw Quest for Fire way too young.
Yeah, me too. In high school,
I was probably like in my early teens. I saw Quest for Fire, and it was overwhelming.
Very much.
I know that one.
Oh, it's just no dialogue.
Yeah.
It's a caveman movie. We learned that
Oh.
movie will forever be burned into my mind. They do this scene in it, which I won't describe, but just the way that like we develop as humans is like here.
Yeah, I know exactly what scene you're talking about. I can't believe that I saw it.
I know in high school, like I was sitting in like grade 9, like I can't even remember, like psych, whatever you call it, like social studies. Yeah. And the teacher showed us
stuff. Or are we talking about dragging the women by the hair, or what's the deal?
Well, kind of a little bit of both, to be honest. Like
I'm trying to think caveman behavior.
I mean, to describe it, they're animals, right? Like they're caveman. So like they do it from behind, and then she's like, no, wait, like no dialogue, but she's like, no, wait, and she like rolls over onto her back, and that's supposed to be this like huge evolutionary
the dawning of man. Yeah.
Yeah. And at that point in my life, like I was too young to know what any of it was. And I was
that actually makes
it's
a
wild movie.
It's wild. And I just remember all of us in class being like, okay. And like this is kind of pre-internet, like we couldn't really Google this stuff. And I was like, oh, all right.
It's an insane movie. And like you brought it up, like no dialogue. They're just cavemen the whole time. It's nuts. And Ray Dong Chong is one of the cave women. But I don't know. I can't recommend Quest for Fire because I haven't seen it, and it obviously affected me.
It's also sorry, because it's Bill. Isn't Pullman in it? The guy Hellboy.
Ron Perlman.
Ron Perlman.
Yeah, isn't Ron Perlman in it?
Oh, I don't even know.
Now I'm thinking, I'm pretty sure I might be completely wrong, but I thought Ron Perlman was in it, but maybe that's just me more judging that he totally is. He is. Yes.
Yeah.
He
Ron
is in
Perlman.
it.
Wow.
Yeah. Sorry. That was like a very early Ron Perlman movie.
And Everett McGill from Twin Peaks and Dune.
Yes.
Big Ed.
Big head.
Well,
it kind of went with all the like Neanderthal dudes.
From Silver Bullet.
Yes. The pastor.
Yes.
We briefly talked about it a couple weeks ago, Jay, because it was the same poster artist as Return of the Living Dead. It was when we were talking about all the posters. But yeah, well, I guess I'm going to revisit Quest for Fire now.
I think it's worth a childhood nostalgia trip.
Yeah, see how it goes.
Yeah, exactly.
But sorry, back to Chris Pratt. So Ray Dong Chong, she discovered a 19-year-old Chris Pratt while he was working at Bubba Gump Shrimp. And
I heard the story about Bubba Gump Shrimp.
Yes.
Oh.
She discovered him and put him in her short film. It's Cursed Part 3. In the year 2000, and it's kind of like a send-up horror comedy.
Yeah.
Very dark.
This happened
comedy.
In the year 2000?
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Wow.
In the year 2000, yes.
Because in the year 2000, for me, he joined the OC like season 2 or 3, and that would have been like 05 or 06, and nobody knew who he was, and that would have been 5 years later. It sounds like.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know his early career that well. I really only discovered him, through Parks and Recreation, like most of America. But yeah, I just
hang on. America loved the OC. Okay.
okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I was in
maybe-
college.
maybe-
We watched it quite a bit.
I never watched the OC, so I don't have.
It's okay. Don't worry. It's like Quest for Fire. You're not missing much.
Yeah. The funny part is that Chris Pratt married in to the Schwarzenegger family.
Ah, that's right.
He is married to Arnold Schwarzenegger's daughter.
You're right. I forgot that.
He is?
Yes. Yeah.
He is. He
Yes.
is.
I thought he was married to,
On a Ferris
was-
note,
that's it.
they were separated quite a while ago.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, and he's married to one of Arnold Schwarzenegger's daughters. So just this weird, like, Arnold's co-star discovers Chris Pratt. He becomes a huge star and then marries into the Schwarzenegger family, and now Arnold is his father-in-law. Like,
Well,
what
yeah,
a
Schwarzenegger
weird
slash
world.
Kennedy family, it sounds like.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Wow.
It's kind of that's what I find. Again, it comes back to what we were saying about movies. Is like this is how these conversations go. Is like you pull one thread, and then all these threads start to come. And it's not like this was like some preordained thing. This is just how life goes.
Yeah.
But it's funny how movies are like the glue for this like weird reality that gets formed.
Yeah. Well, and like you're obviously, he's in a different world. Like Chris Pratt is a megastar now, right? Like he's not just a TV guy, he's Star-Lord. He's got all these other big action movie Amazon pieces that he does now, right?
Is Star-Lord his name in Guardians?
In Guardians. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Peter Quill, Star-Lord.
Star-Lord. Yeah. It's wild.
Any other like actors we want to talk about?
Well, I wanted
I used to hang out with Alyssa Milano when I first moved to LA. That was pretty cool to see her as a little kid. Like, this has got to be Who's the Boss, right?
Well, she weirdly enough, totally. No, this is like I think probably one of her like first big appearances.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. The one I really want to bring up is
adorable little girl.
Oh, 100%. Well, and I don't know, you kind of forget that she's a child actress. Like I until I watched this again, I was like, oh yeah, that's where she got her start. Like I didn't, I feel like her real big fame came later because maybe she like took years off or whatever and then like came back. But yeah, I didn't even realize. The guy I want to talk about is David Patrick Kelly. So talk about a Twin Peaks connection.
Yeah.
I love his character in this movie. Is like the little sleazy, like,
you're a funny guy,
I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna keep you around and kill you last. Yeah. And and it's just funny because like I feel like that character, that actor, this is his role. Like like it just like and it's in every movie. This is his role. He's not always like the creep, but he's always kind of a bad guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
he's the guy who's going to screw you over every time.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's also he's the one who does the line, "Warriors come out
yes.
to play."
Yes.
He's clinking the bottles in the
in the car. Yeah.
Kelly. Yeah.
Well, he's so good in Twin Peaks. Like he's so like sleazy in Twin Peaks.
Ben Horn's brother. Oh, I'm forgetting his first name right now. Can't remember the character's name. But yeah, he's the brother of the owner of the Great Northern, Ben Horn. He was in I didn't even recognize him until late, but he was in a couple episodes of the last season of Only Murders in the Building, the Steve Martin Short show.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Do either of you guys watch that show?
I have not gone down that yet.
Okay. It's a great show. He plays the garbage man at their building in like season, whatever the last season was, season 3 or season 4, I think. But his whole character is that like all the garbage goes through him. So he knows everything about everybody in the building. Anything you throw in the garbage, he goes through it and he knows everything about everybody.
Which again, perfect character actor for that. Like literally.
He's like a little weasel, right? Like he's a little slimy, he's a little weaselly.
Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, no, that was just the one actor that I like really. Yeah. Well, and also like Dan Hendaya.
Yeah.
Hendaya. Tatelli from Cheers.
Yeah. I mean, like Carla's husband.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was some accent he put on in this. I couldn't believe it.
Well,
I was like, wow.
in my notes,
Yeah.
in my notes, where is it here? I wrote Dan Hedaya, not Spanish.
Exactly.
I had to look it up because I was like, okay, he's definitely got a skin tone on and he's doing an accent.
Yeah.
There was definitely a bronzer. There was a bronzer
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. Some heavy bronzer. Yeah.
He's
played
Jewish
Dick
and
Nixon,
Syrian.
too.
What's that, Jay?
Sorry, he played Dick Nixon. Played Richard Nixon too in Dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I know him
Yeah.
probably the most from Clueless. He plays
Yeah.
Alicia Silverstone's dad in Clueless.
Yeah.
Night at the Roxbury. He plays their dad in Night at the Roxbury.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
With the
Yeah,
flower.
He's like the perfect greasy rich guy.
Yeah, well, he's in Mulholland Drive. He's one of the executives.
Yes.
In that board
Oh,
meeting
I
with
forgot.
Justin Theroux in
Yeah.
Mulholland
Oh,
Drive.
I love that storyline so much.
So
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Nicole used to work with for a short. It's embarrassing, but short term
with for a short while with Billy Ray Cyrus.
Mm.
I said, "Oh, tell him I loved him in Mulholland Drive." She had never seen it, so she didn't
Yeah.
know. Like, so she told him, and he's
Yeah. You know
he
what's
was like,
so
"Oh,
funny?
great, thanks a lot."
Yeah. Awesome.
I think it was last year. I know he's sort of had some personal issues, but he kind of had this like crazy thing. He came out and he like blamed David Lynch for what happened to Miley Cyrus.
Oh, weird.
He drew this line of if David Lynch had not put him into Mulholland Drive and made him an actor, then his daughter would not have become an actress and they wouldn't have done Hannah Montana, the TV show. And then she wouldn't have had any of her issues or personal problems that she was dealing with. And it was just like the most wild, it was the most wild line that Billy Ray Cyrus drew, blaming David Lynch for all of his family's personal issues they've dealt with over the past year.
You can just picture him in like a room with like a pegboard and just red string going to all these different faces.
What was the
Carrie
the
from
tipping
Homeland,
point?
basically.
Yes,
exactly. Yeah, you did this.
We
caused
stayed
wrecking
at
ball.
at their compound in Nashville, and he took us all around. He's like, "Here's Miley's room."
Wow.
Okie doke.
Yeah, I can believe that.
I grew up on Hannah Montana. It was like one of my favorite shows. I love Miley Cyrus so much.
I never. So do I. So do I love Miley Cyrus as well. But I didn't watch Hannah Montana, and I don't know her music. But from this experience working with him, I liked her a great freaking deal. She seemed like one of the most real and authentic people I'd ever met. And it's kind of weird because like she's a mega superstar.
Yeah. I can't claim either of those, to be honest, but I trust both of your opinions.
The most fun I had though was riding quads, and hanging out, listening to jukeboxes, and shooting pool with her uncle, who was Billy Ray's brother.
Oh yeah,
I don't want to say his name.
Oh, okay.
He lives next door. They're all on a big family compound in Beltsville. And it's a huge property, and it was freaking awesome. And they're really nice, good, salt of the earth people. And it's funny because I never would have thought I'd be hanging out with the achy breaky heart guy.
No, 100%. Well, you find yourself in those situations. You're like, geez, how did I get here?
I hated that song so bad.
And you don't want to let it slip. You don't want to slip out like don't break my heart, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Some joke on the side. Yeah. But that's the same thing. It's like, it's kind of like hating on, Nickelback. Like, I don't listen to the music, but you can't fault them for being successful. Like, and like, I've heard they're actually not bad guy. You know what I mean? Like, but for years it was like, oh, that's the worst thing ever. I've never listened to that. But at the same token, you're like, what am I to say? Like, I don't know. Like, what have I written that's good? Nothing.
Exactly. How many millions of albums have I sold?
Zero. Yeah. Barely even know how to post a video properly.
Bill Paxton shows up in Commando.
Yes,
Yeah.
the
a young Bill
radar.
Paxton
Yeah.
As the radar intercept officer was his actual title. I had to write it down because it's like it's so early in his career, right?
Yeah. When did Aliens 2 come out?
It's the next year.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but Weird
wild.
Science was this year, right? 85.
Oh, which
So
one?
this would be the same time as Weird Science.
Yes, same year as Weird Science, and the year prior, he's in Terminator, right? He's like the leader of the
Oh, that
punks.
gang.
I
Yes,
forgot
Arnie
about
comes
that.
up to them naked. I need your boots.
Yes.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
That's
And then there's an actor who I thought to myself, geez, is that Peter Weller? And then I looked it up later, and he is a different Weller. Is that Peter Weller's brother? The colonel or whoever's trying to enlist, he's trying to get Arnold to come back to work.
James Olsen,
Oh.
the colonel.
Nope.
There
was somebody else.
Weller.
Wait.
I might have the wrong.
Because the colonel is played by James Olsen.
Yeah, I might have the wrong guy.
Let's
but
see
hang on.
here.
Yeah, Franklin Kirby. And then there's Vernon Wells who plays
Oh, you're
Bennett.
right. No, you're right. I looked at it wrong. The guy next to him on the list here is Vernon Wells.
Oh.
And I didn't have my glasses on. No, you're right. It is different.
I mean, I do
But he
think
did
you bring
kind
up,
of he has that Peter Weller look.
but I think we do need to bring up the fact that Vernon Wells wears chainmail. I thought that.
Pink chainmail.
Yeah, I can't get over that.
Like a knit. I think it's more like a knit sweater.
Yeah, but it is chainmail.
Is it?
Yeah. Which I just think it's so the whole time I'm watching it, and I brought it up to a friend of mine because I was telling him I'm going to be on this podcast, and I was like, we were just shooting the whatever you call it about this movie, and he's like, oh man, Bennett's hilarious, and I was like, dude, the chainmail is so funny. Like when you're dropping somebody off in an airport and you're wearing chainmail, and he's like, well, he had to wear something. He's not as ripped as Arnie, and I was like, yeah. That's a good point. Like it kind of makes him look a little hard.
I
thought it was like crocheted or something.
Yes, I thought it was a knit sweater.
No, yeah, it's like actual chainmail, which I just thought was so funny.
Oh, crazy.
Which I'm like, because why? What of all things?
He's trying to be a tough, cool guy. Like
exactly. Well, just like just think of the costume department at the time was like, you know what he should wear? Chainmail. I just don't know where that would come from everyone else's costumes. They're like, you know what Bennett needs? Chainmail. You're like, okay.
In the IMDb trivia, I couldn't corroborate this, so I don't always write it down, but it's coming up naturally. Apparently, Vernon Wells, who plays Bennett, he was the second choice. There was already a cast actor who came in, had the costume fitting, and then was fired within the first day or two of production, and then they brought Vernon Wells in, and they didn't have time to give him a new costume, so he's just wearing the other guy's costume, and that's why it looks small on him, because he was bigger than the previous actor.
Oh, that's funny.
So I don't know if it was the other actor who made the decision for his chainmail look, or if that was always the project's.
They're gonna do some medieval looking bad guy. Yeah, medieval henchman.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, but that one always kind of. Even when I was younger, first seeing this, I was like, action movie.
It's a weird look. Like he looks. Maybe it's very much a product of its time.
Yeah, sure, sure.
With the big mustache. He is actually in Road Warrior. He plays the guy with the big red mohawk, Wes, in Road Warrior. Yeah, the second in the Mad Max series.
The good one. My favorite.
Good one, yes. Yeah,
that's not Beyond Thunderdome. Am I remembering that wrong?
That's 3, which came out this year as well. We'll talk about that one. But so the first one is Mad Max. And that's Mel Gibson primarily being a police officer.
Yes,
just a dark-ass murder movie.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. And number 2 is when they're in that compound.
Yes. Number 2 is got Humongous, the big
right. That's
big
the more post-apocalyptic one.
Yes.
Yes.
Road Warrior
We're sort of
is,
still living in Australia in the first one.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly. Like for the majority of the first Mad Max movie, he drives that yellow police car, right?
Yeah.
Love that thing.
And then it's not to, like, they establish at the beginning of the film, like, hey, look
he
at this
has
new interceptor I'm putting together for you. And then it's not till the end of the movie he actually, drives it. But it's Road Warrior where we get the leather jacket with the missing arm, right? And the pad and all the
And everything's all
post-apocalyptic-
fucked up.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
It's what becomes the world of Mad Max that we know and love is
Well,
all
and isn't
stemmed
it-
from Road Warrior.
And isn't the new ones? What's the actor in the new ones? Why am I forgetting his name?
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy. Isn't he supposed to be supposedly in the like minutia of it? The little kid in Mad Max 2.
That was
that kind of,
That
or
was
is that just a fan theory?
theoretically.
That was just a fan theory because
Oh, okay.
In the Fury Road movies, his name is Max. What's his name? Rudatansky or something. That's Tom Hardy's character's name. Like, he's playing Mad Max.
Oh, okay.
Granted, you could say like maybe the kid knew Max's name and is like taking on the moniker or something like that.
Marty, what a nice name.
Yeah.
Or like a 007 type thing. Like everybody in the the warrior in the wasteland always is named Max, right?
Yeah. But now I can picture number 2. I now I have a better grasp.
But when you
cool
think of Mad Max,
helicopter.
you're picturing the second one for the most part.
Exactly.
Yeah, true.
That's the irony, is that it's not called like Mad Max : The Road Warrior. It's just called The Road Warrior.
Yeah. It's almost like a loose. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. Whereas the first one, which does not really have any post-apocalyptic stuff, really, it's like maybe at like the transition point of the downfall of society is
that's
called
what you
Mad
could see.
Max.
Yes. Everything is running amok.
Yes.
Society is crumbling. Yeah.
And then the third one, they go back and they call it Mad Max : Beyond Thunderdome. Right? Like it's so confusing.
Starring Tina Turner.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And, hey, we're gonna hit it. Came out in 1985. We're gonna talk about Mad Max on this show at some point.
Can we talk about the locations from
Of
Commando?
course.
This
Is there a
seems to
specific
be a
one?
very heavy LA movie, and I am here for it. Any movie shot in LA in the 80s or 90s, I am here for. It opens up with the father and son having a great time up in the mountains. That happens to be Mount Baldy Lodge, where we go all the time.
Wow.
That's
It's the other
gorgeous up there.
side, but same place.
That opening montage is like I was laughing, but it's like I'm like I don't even know how to describe it. It comes out of like nowhere. They're like eating ice cream and feeding deers.
Oh, the deer part's
After
hilarious.
the guy just got his butt blown off at the garbage can.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I know where this movie's going, right? With the rocket launchers and the last 25 minutes, 30 minutes of this movie is literally Arnold just like yeah.
But that's I mean, what you're saying though is what makes that movie so good. It's like they pack this whole emotional relationship of him and his daughter. You don't need to know where the mom is. You don't even care where the mom is. You don't even care. Didn't even ask. Don't even. And it's doing that little montage of like jamming the ice cream in his face, his giant smile, wiping it off, feeding the deer, carrying the log. Like they live this wholesome life in the woods.
The log is great.
Oh, it's so good. And he's all like, but it's so smart because they just literally just pull the wool over your eyes so quickly, and then you're off to the races.
Yeah.
So I agree. Exactly.
I'm gonna say it right now. The greatest opening bits in cinema history are the first 13 minutes of Up and the opening credits of Commando.
I'll agree to a second.
Yeah, I can agree to that. Yeah.
One and
That's
two.
One of the things I liked
stories.
about it was I was in like that.
Yeah, and you do, and again, like you don't even care what he.
They don't even tell you. They just start.
No.
Totally.
When you don't even know why he's called a commando, like you don't know what his service is. Like they have the one conversation where Bill Duke is like, I'm a Green Beret, and then he's like, I eat Green Berets for breakfast or whatever he says there. Like, but like, Yeah, but you're like, what? And like his team that's being assassinated. You're like, who are these guys? Like, what?
Yeah.
Like, what does this
Why do we
mean?
care?
Like,
Right.
why do we
Exactly.
care?
When I was a kid, I grew up with Airwolf, and I loved Airwolf so much. I guess I'm older
Yeah.
than both you guys, but like there was, Stringfellow Hawk. This lead guy lived in this cabin by a lake with a thing, and they would always come in with a helicopter, and they would try to get Stringfellow Hawk to come back to the firm to do his thing. This just felt so parallel that I was in.
Well, but that was like that 80s trope. Like it was always a helicopter, a
You're
dude
the
in
one
the
man who can
woods.
help.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Like one man army. We need you. And it's
come
like, I
back.
retired.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
You know?
How many movies, even still to this day, are built off of that premise of like,
Yeah.
you were the best. We need you
I
back.
mean,
I don't.
Armageddon.
Yeah, my favorite movie of all time, Manhunter, is like that whole concept. They come to the beach house. They're like, dude, one last crime. We got to stop this guy. But I retired. Like, like I can't go back.
But we need your brain.
Yeah, exactly. You're the only one that can solve this on the entire planet.
Well, and this movie does like a little bait and switch at the beginning, right? Because we see the guy come down the driveway. He gets killed. And then we see
Didn't we know that was going to happen? I didn't trust those garbage men.
Oh yeah,
that's all like the bandana over the face. Yeah.
Correct. I was like, what's going on here? Why? No.
So I love how they throw their guns inside the trash compactor. I love how they got their guns out and then they just throw them back in there and just ride off. Like it's so funny.
I thought you forgot about me. Like
Well, I thought rewatching it, I thought they threw his body into the garbage. Like I don't know why, but like I watched it this time and I was like, oh, for some reason, like a Mandela effect of some kind. I used to think they shot him and then threw him into the garbage and then took off because that would have been the smart move.
Yeah. But I think they're leaving it as like a sign, like they're
true.
This is terrorism.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah,
they're
trying to pull the Matrix out
because they kill that guy at the end of his driveway at the garbage. Then the Bill Duke runs into that other guy that's the car salesman, which we assume, I guess he dies, but
that one is like kind of like he probably would be fine. Like
exactly. He rolls over the front of the car, maybe some cuts.
Yeah,
the boat one didn't make sense to me. That guy was on the boat, and that boat blew up.
Well, but even the boat one doesn't make sense with the eye contact thing. Like he looks over at the one guy who kind of like has nothing to do with the explosion, and they both lock eyes. And then he looks over to Bill Duke, and you're like, "There's all these guys working on the dock, and then this one dude in a suit who then just pulls out this giant remote. And you're not concerned. I don't know. It's just like that whole layout. You're like weird."
Well, he nonchalantly thought he's like, "Oh, I got away with it. Oh, great!"
And it's like a remote that's like this big too.
To control
that one's a setup. That one's not real because that's Bennett. That's Bennett who gets on that boat to drive.
Oh, is that Bennett? Oh my God!
So it's a cover up because when the Colonel comes to John Matrix,
he tells him that's right.
He's got your team, the three guys, right? He's got Lawson, Marshall, and Bennett. They're all dead.
But I love how after watching it 3 times, I didn't even like clue in because it doesn't even really matter. Do you know what I mean? Like, you're right. You're right. Now that you say that, I'm like, oh, that is Bennett. That's why they make the weird eye contact. Yes. Like now, but again, the way they, even the way that like they make the movie move forward, you're totally fine without even knowing that. Like there's like a side, like,
like whether you get this information or you don't, it's still making sense and you're still in on it.
You're still like, oh, okay, cool. I thought they killed you.
The only thing you don't really get is that later after, the colonels come and then the colonel leaves. He leaves his 2 guys behind. And then that other helicopter comes in and now it's Bennett and his team. Then you get that line of like, I thought you were dead, Bennett. Right?
Yeah.
That's the only sort of indication that Bennett's death was a setup.
Switcheroo.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And and again, like this is just my own like paying attention. I just thought that he meant like Bennett died on another mission. Like that's how much I just like completely missed that reality.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's hilarious.
The only way you can clock that it's Bennett is that mustache. You just got to follow the stash, man.
Yeah, true. Now I got to rewatch it again.
Yep.
God damn.
Yeah,
One more
so
time.
One more time. Make it 4.
They kidnap Jenny, John
Yeah.
Matrix's daughter, and the reason they kidnap Jenny is they want John to go to this country, Valverde, and
Yeah.
kill.
Let's call it Cuba, because that's what they
made up,
mean.
right?
Essentially, yes. And kill the leader of that country because John's team basically went into that country and
Overthrew him.
so Peter what's his name, Dan Hedaya, Arius, our main
Arius.
bad guy, he's no longer the president. He was overthrown because of interference with the Commando team, we'll call it.
Yeah.
And so in order to get his daughter back, he has to they're putting him on a plane to fly to Valverde.
Yes.
To go out and complete that mission, and then his daughter will be returned back to him.
Yes.
So this is where we get Sully and what is the guy's name? I can't remember the guy on the plane's name.
Oh yeah, that guy, Bob Miner. Is it Jack? No.
I can't remember the character's name.
The guy who breaks his neck. He was great.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the whole movie essentially is like set up there. It's like, to get your daughter back, you have to do this for us. We're going to put you on this plane. Sully is going to make sure you get on the plane. The other guy is going to make sure you stay on the plane. And what does he do right away? He like chokes him out and breaks his neck, and then gives us another absolute classic line. Stewardess, don't disturb my friend. He's dead and tired.
He's tired.
Puts the blanket on him, puts his hat down, and now he escapes off the plane in an awesome
I
sequence.
love this part. I love how much they showed.
It's so funny, him dropping into the Everglades on the end of the runway type thing.
It's such a huge drop.
From LAX. There's nothing but ocean.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like you'd die. You'd immediately die. Like traveling at full speed.
Yeah.
There's like a mile of land and then the ocean.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good. And then he just ends up back in the airport. You know what I mean? Like literally like 30 seconds later, he makes it from the end of the runway to the inside of an airport. And my favorite part is the fact that he runs into Ray Dawn Chong, Cindy, and like of all things, she's in an interaction with that other guy. And I mean,
Sully.
long story short, she's able, like, she also can fly planes. Like, he's so lucky. Like, all these people, like, I just love the, like, series.
Talk about
just
80s
move it
movie
right along.
logic.
Keep it moving. Keep it moving.
Yeah, she's a flight attendant who's trying to get her pilot's license, and later
knows where they fuel planes.
She finds the receipt. And she's like, "This is where they fuel the planes."
Yeah, my airplane.
Planes.
Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
I literally wrote it down as where is it there? Exposition scene, because it's like that's the only reason that exists. They break into that fueling facility to like look around. He like does the latitude and longitude.
Oh, and that's one of my favorites when they're like, "Oh, he's going here." Yeah.
Here, I found this photo of this plane. It's an amphibious plane.
I love that. What is the thing? She's like, "I can't fly this. It's just like a canoe with wings."
Canoe with wings, yeah.
Get in and start paddling.
Exactly.
Oh God, I love like it's not starting, and then he hits it. Works every time.
Yeah, exactly. Well, even just that scene alone, you would think the guys, like when they steal the plane, would call Eris and be like, "Hey, they stole the float plane. Get ready!" Like
this big guy and this woman stole an airplane, and that stole your airplane. Like it's
You think, yeah.
By the way, flash forward to the end of the movie. I guess they just have a plane now. That's my last note on it. I guess they just have a plane now.
Totally. They're a happy family. They're about to start their new lives, fly all over in their amphibious plane.
Well, then even the daughter, Melissa Milano, runs up and like kisses Cindy. Like they've like, you'd be like, "Who's this woman? And why are we getting on this airplane?" Like
exactly.
That's why we didn't explain where Mom was. So this could be.
Yes, totally.
Yeah, 100%. Is this Mommy? Yes.
Mom. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he has 11 hours. That they'd established that's how long the flight to Valverde is. So he sets his little 11-hour timer on his watch, and he's got 11 hours to find his daughter and eliminate all of these goons.
Yes.
And so the first one he goes after is...
Well, and weirdly enough, the float plane can make it there faster than the commercial jet.
Dude, 11 hours
And a twin prop.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Like-
sir. No, sir.
I didn't even think about that. That's ridiculous.
The math in the whole movie makes no sense.
No.
Yeah.
They would have landed halfway there in the water.
Yes.
Swam the rest of the way.
So he goes after Sully.
Yeah.
And like you had mentioned, Sully interacts with Cindy at that payphone. He's kind of hitting on her, and then he's being a total creep and like following her to the parking garage. He drives a yellow Porsche, Jay.
Not one, but two yellow Porsches in this, Brandon. In the same scene. So you have obviously we've got the one you're talking about. This guy, right?
Yeah.
But just a moment earlier when she's pulling out, there's also a yellow 911 right over there too.
Wow.
Oh, nice.
Separate one.
For context, Andy, that Jay drives a yellow Porsche, and that's what he's been doing this huge road trip all across America.
Oh, is that the yellow car you're talking? Oh,
That's
sick.
That's
That's cool.
yellow car we were referring to. Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
So it's,
That's
yellow
so
car
pretty.
there. And as soon as I saw that, I was like, "Oh, sweet! He's driving a yellow Porsche. That's awesome."
Yeah.
Jay's gonna love
it. Makes sense. Yeah.
I really did. I was like, how come nobody told me this?
Left it as a surprise.
Big time,
and Cindy drives like a little Sunbeam type thing.
Yeah,
this is for you, Brandon. This is at Avengers headquarters yesterday.
Oh,
cool. That's cool.
Porsche Corporate is Avengers headquarters.
Oh, that's
cool.
I didn't know that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That makes
that does. Yeah.
Porsche Corporate in Atlanta, interior and exterior.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Sorry, go ahead.
But yeah, what does she drive? I thought it was like a little MG or something.
Yeah, it's a little Sunbeam.
I thought it was an MG2. I don't know, but it's in that ballpark.
Yeah,
it's
a cute car though, like a lovely little
adorable.
And Arnold rips out that seat,
which is like again so unnecessary.
Again,
why?
I wrote down rips out car seat. Why?
Because
like to lay low.
Yeah, but he doesn't because they pull out of the parking lot and he's just sitting next to her, like fully, like they could have just left the seat there.
Yeah.
But when they flip the yellow 911 with the other guy, and then he runs it into his car into a pole for like no reason whatsoever.
I know.
Well, they hit the pole and he immediately goes, "Are you all right?" Yeah.
And that's a pretty gnarly crash too. Like they hit that pole hard. You see how much that car crunches.
Yeah.
Enough that the next scene is him going, "Okay, you're fine. Let's go."
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. Is your neck okay? Yeah.
Like, she's dead. She's dead.
Yeah.
Well, also we didn't really talk about the mall sequence because he tries to get Cindy to help him by going in and sort of hitting on Sully, right? To find out where Sully's going. And she immediately goes to like the mall security.
Yeah.
And says that this weird guy, I need help. This weird guy's out here. And then the mall security gets involved. I absolutely loved that David Patrick Kelly is like, give me a quarter, because it's like there is no cell phones. He needs a quarter to go to the payphone to make the call in order to let them know that John Matrix isn't on the plane.
Yes.
And it's like only a certain period of movies can have a moment like that.
Yes, 100%.
Ripping her whole purse off her arm, doesn't he?
Yes.
Well, and even just the way Arnie deals with the phone booth, where he just like smashes it and flips it, like completely flips it on its head, like
it up with Sully in it.
Yeah, suplexes the phone booth.
The cool futuristic Total Recall phone booths too.
I thought the exact same thing. They looked so
those were like futuristic phone booths.
Yeah.
They look like those pneumatic things from the bank where you thump,
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like a big or like a Star Trek, like transporter.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Or the thing from Idiocracy that they get locked in.
Oh yeah.
Great movie.
Yeah. So they end up chasing Sully with that in his yellow Porsche. They have that big car chase. They crash, and then comes another one of like I think the most famous. It was in the trailer that I posted, but
Yes.
when he's hanging Sully over the cliff.
Oh,
Remember Sully?
Mulholland Falls.
Yes.
So good.
Yeah.
When I promised I'd kill you last, I lied.
I
And
lied.
dropped him. It's amazing.
Yeah, but there's even like multiple in that. He's like, "This is my weak arm," and then
Yes, exactly.
after he drops him, she's like, "What happened to the guy?" And he's like,
Oh,
"Oh, he
I let him go.
yes, like so good, like so good."
And then right after that, we have they find the motel key. They go to the motel, and that's where Bill Duke is supposed to meet Sully. And then we have more one-liners, the one that we were already talking about.
Yeah,
I eat Green Berets for breakfast, and I'm hungry.
and I'm hungry.
Macho bullshit. You guys eat
Yeah.
too much red meat. Like it's
Yeah.
just
Oh, that was hilarious.
it's just unreal. Oh, also I wrote down because they both say like "fuck you, asshole," which is also it's a Terminator line, right?
Yes.
And earlier in the movie, Arnold at the airport, he said, "I'll be back, Bennett." So he's like really trying to make "I'll be back" a catchphrase.
Yes.
He does do that. I got both those two. Fuck you, asshole. This is the greatest movie ever. It's my line. Fuck you, asshole. Fuck you, asshole.
No, fuck you, asshole. Yeah, it's so funny.
It's so great.
Oh God! And that was right before Bill Paxton. I mean, this movie just kept delivering for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When
Well,
Arnold pushes the rusted 911 back over, on
Right
its wheels,
over.
and he's like,
Yeah.
now we got a car. Like,
Yeah, she's like, "What do we do? We don't have a car." He's like, "Now we do."
no, we
Yeah.
have one. And when it drives away, by the way, totally flawless. There was no damage on it.
I don't know if anybody.
Yeah. Weirdly enough, cars right back to normal.
Yeah.
And I mean, yeah.
This movie was so satisfying.
Yeah.
Does anybody know where the Sunset Motel was, or the Sunspot Motel was? Because that was a cool looking spot. I would like to find if it exists.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's out there.
But I also like
I'm gonna look.
the part where they get the tools that he needs to get,
At the
and she
surplus
goes
store,
to,
yeah.
well, and like now they're in Bill Duke's car, because they just keep switching cars. And I love how they get down from the parking lot, and Arnold's line is, "This must be his car." And you're like, okay, like, sure. Yeah, like, I guess so. Yeah. They take his car, but then they get the tools, and she shoots the rocket launcher backwards first.
Yeah.
And like, hilarious. But then flips it around and then shoots the rocket launcher at the truck that he's inside of.
And it's like, how did he survive?
Like, why? And then like, and
the truck, the police transport. Flips
Well, thank
over
God she kind of misses, and she hits the ground and the wheels, right? And it flips it over.
Yeah, but then I love the line where he's like, "How did you learn to do that?" She's like, "I read the instructions." Like, it's like,
before we get any further, but that surplus store gives us like our first load up montage.
Yes.
Right. Picking up all the weapons. He's got them all on his shoulder. We get a much greater like suit up or like gear up montage a little bit later, but these are all the things that like these become the tropes. These become the staples of the genre. Any of these like revenge movies, you always have to have the scene where they're packing up, right?
Yes.
Or the parodies. I grew up with "I'm Gonna Get You Sucker," which I know I bring up a lot, but there are like 4 different scenes that I just thought were "I'm Gonna Get You Sucker" that were clearly direct rips off of this movie. Like when he's taking his jacket off, and like,
yeah. Well, even like a movie like Hot Shots, like they do that.
Yeah.
Like he does his whole like his arming up, and he's just putting things on for like 10 minutes. And it's like same idea. Well, and there's one toy that I've always really like has eluded me, and it is like the big 12-inch Commando action figure, and it is like him, camo pants, no sleeves, grenades, like big machine, and it's like that suit up where you can like.
Is it from 85? Like it's from the original release of the film? Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was like a toy line that they released for Commando.
But it's the full GI Joe size, right? Like
Yeah,
full,
it's like a
clothing.
over.
Yeah.
It's like 6 or 12. It's big.
Yeah. Cool.
I mean, it's that era where they made toys for movies that kids should not have seen.
Yeah, the aliens, the RoboCops. Yeah.
That's true. Yeah.
The Rambo. I mean, Rambo had a cartoon, but even then, like, bizarre.
But there's a lot of R-rated movies that we had toys for. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
That's what they did.
Yeah, or actually, you can smoke cigarettes with your kid while they play with the toys.
Exactly. It's bonding. It's family.
Yeah, this is family. Go to Disneyland and get cigarettes.
Exactly.
No, so that toy to me really like represents that whole gear up style.
Yeah.
When we're at the airport, the what is it, Valhalla? What is the name of the
Valverde.
Valverde Airport.
Green Valley.
That's Long Beach, right? Long Beach Airport.
I didn't look up the airport location.
Oh, okay.
The only other location is the location that we're getting to right now. So we have our exposition scene. They find out where the plane is parked. They go and they do their gear up at the surplus store. Arnie gets arrested. Cindy shoots the rocket backwards, as we were saying. Arnie escapes. Then they steal the plane and they start flying to Valverde. That's where we see a young Bill Paxton, which we sort of talked about already.
Yeah.
And then they land, and Arnold debuts his Speedo look.
Yeah.
For his dingy ride to the beach.
Crazy.
His tactical swim.
Oh man, I mean, what like that is?
Well, he doesn't want to get his pants wet before combat. Who's going to run around in wet camos?
He goes from Speedo to lacing up his boots.
No,
exactly.
Oh man, do you think he's still got the Speedo on underneath, or do you think he took it off? Because that would be uncomfortable.
That's what I mean. Yeah, because
wet Speedo under your pants,
chafing.
Exactly. Sand, all the
residual sand in there. I don't think so.
Oh,
that's
not good. But that's when we get that gear up montage, and that, I mean, that's cool shit.
Yeah.
Like tucking knives into pockets and grenades. Like, it's cool. It's funny.
Yeah.
It's awesome, right? Like it's
and it's funny how that's what shaped my idea of what like a soldier was as a child. Like that's
totally.
Like if you were saying like, oh, this is what you do when you go to combat. It's like a montage of you just putting things on your body.
And we get all of the all the camo lines on him. He's got all that paint.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That he puts on his body.
When he's just gonna run in there so loud, so obnoxious. Camo is so redundant. Like doesn't matter.
No,
I think he's silently
he's slicing. He's like knives
true.
Yeah, so he's planting the bombs, the explosives.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right.
Silent.
Yes.
And he is doing this. He's doing a couple silent kills. He's throwing the knives. But then he blows up those buildings, and that's when all hell breaks loose, right?
Like the amount of explosives that's would have taken to like devastate a 3-story building.
Oh my god!
And they showed that they took a lot of time and care to show us that he was setting up claymore mines. The kind that have like ball bearings and that like throw out this way. They're not big fire explosions. They're trajectory shrapnel explosions.
I didn't even think about that.
And they're all directional.
They were very careful to show us we're setting up these types of mines left and right, and then they just blew it all up like it was a demo day.
Exactly. We need this set gone.
Was there.
Yeah.
I go, when did he climb the tower to blow up the roof on the tower? I missed that part. I don't know.
He moves really fast.
Sneaky.
Yeah. Well, you remember how quickly he ran from the end of the tarmac to back into the airport.
Exactly.
I mean,
right.
Dude, 4-minute mile, more like 30-second mile.
Yeah.
That scene had me captivated. First of all, the fact that we go into the lower parts of the Boeing airplane that they never really show in other movies, like the elevator, sure, but then into the landing gear and everything, I thought that was so cool.
with the
And then when
dog.
he was on the gear, he goes, "Oh no, I want the other one." And he goes to the nose gear. Now he's on the nose gear, and I'm like, "How's he gonna duck and roll off this thing?" And then he's waiting till it takes off, and I see the thing decompress. I'm like, "What is going on?"
He's
Well,
there's like,
not yet, not yet.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
now."
Yeah.
What the fuck? And I think that probably would have worked into deeper water and not reeds.
Yeah. Actually, literally into water this deep.
Yeah.
Sideways.
Yeah, exactly. Well, just the way his body is too is like two arms are out. It's like, yeah.
I forgot to mention at the like all of the Arnie's stunt double is a local guy, Andy. His name is Peter Kent. He's a Vancouver born and raised guy who became Arnold Schwarzenegger's stunt double from Terminator up until I believe Jingle All the Way.
Oh, that's wild.
So his name's Peter Kent, and we talked about him a little bit, Jay, because he is the naked reanimated corpse in Reanimator.
Yeah, I remember this.
When they first,
the one who goes nuts.
Yes.
Yeah.
The big naked guy in the morgue.
Yeah.
That ends up killing the doctor. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's such a wild connection.
Yeah. That's Peter Kent. So he is Arnold's stunt double for a vast majority of his career.
Oh, that's wild.
So is he the guy on the motorcycle in T2 that's clearly not Arnold? It must be him.
Yeah, it must be. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
But yeah, well, he's a local Vancouver boy.
Awesome. Now I gotta meet that guy.
Yeah, Peter Kent. I don't know where he's living now. But so Valverde is also a historic location. Do you know what it is, Jay?
It looks to me like Palos Verdes. Is it not
Ranchos Palos Verdes down there?
I don't know the name of it, but it's the famous silent film stars Harold Lloyd. It's his compound. He built it in the 1920s.
I'm gonna look up where that is.
Yeah. Ooh. So Harold Lloyd, safety first.
Well, the famous from the clock from
the famous clock
Doc
tower.
Brown.
You know, the silent film star where he's hanging off the clock, and then like I mentioned, Back to the Future. It's the clock wall. There's a little reference to Harold Lloyd hanging off that clock tower, which then obviously ties into Doc Brown hanging off the clock tower.
The Harold Lloyd estate probably is the mansion they're in, I'm guessing.
Yes, and the courtyard.
Okay. Gotcha.
Okay.
Yes, that makes sense. I was thinking
they just end up blowing up a historical site.
Oh, you're talking about the building.
That looks like Palos Verdes to me.
Okay, maybe. But yeah, after that, they get up to that wonderful mansion and courtyard.
Yes,
that's all Harold Lloyd's estate.
Which must have been in other movies too, because it looks so familiar from
Beverly Hills Cop.
I was gonna say
Beverly Hills Cop. Oh, yeah.
Is that Victor Maitland's?
I don't remember.
Okay, but that's
why it looks familiar. They had a big shootout there in Beverly Hills Cop.
I have never sat down and watched the entirety of Beverly Hills Cop. I've only ever caught it on TV.
Brandon,
I haven't seen any of the sequels. I know,
so good.
I love this. I like all the sequel. Like one of those ones that like each sequel is just like not necessarily better than the first, but always entertaining throughout.
It is
second one's great with Ridley Scott.
Yeah, the third one is rough with John Landis, but the new one on Netflix is very enjoyable.
Yeah, it's fun.
It's just it's one of those ones that like I felt like I've seen. Like I said, I haven't seen the sequels, but I've always felt like I've seen the first one because it was always on TV. But I've never sat down and
sit down and watch it all the way through. It is a good movie. The first one is really good.
I have the triple box set up there, and Renee and I keep talking about. We got to do it. We got to sit down and watch it because we love Eddie.
Dude,
that's like Fletch for me.
Murphy, he is exceptionally good.
Yeah.
So
well, and that character is fun. I actually have a full promo poster for Beverly Hills Cop, and it's Eddie Murphy in the like jacket with a gun.
I do too, because I bought a lot of movie posters that you
that's
put
right.
in the auction. Yes,
yeah, that's right. Yeah, you're right.
I bought a random lot of movie posters, and there was some cool stuff in there. There was some good. A whole bunch of Batman Returns.
Yeah,
like 14 Mask, like Jim Carrey the Mask posters. which I don't know what I'm going to do. But one of the posters is a 6-foot-tall door poster, a promo for the Beverly Hills Cop trilogy. So
Yes.
at the video store, they'd put it on their front door or whatever. And it's a full scale 1-to-1 scale Eddie Murphy, with his Letterman jacket on, with the gun and his acid wash jeans.
And then they've got the box set on the bottom.
On the bottom, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I was just gonna say this is where the shooting starts.
And then just keeps going and going.
And
this was a little bit like Explorers for me, because it was like one movie and then all of a sudden it's just
became a completely different movie. I totally agree. The only break we get is when Arnold gets sort of pushed into that shed. But then
that's so funny.
Awesome again. Yes.
And
he's like looking around for what he's got. Guy opens
That's
the door,
my favorite.
hits him
This is where it brought me back.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then he throws those saw blades at those guys.
The circular saw blades.
Yeah.
Cuts the guy's scalp off.
Yes.
Yes.
So I just love that he looks around the shed, he clocks the pitchfork, clocks the saw blades, and then he just uses them all. Then he grabs
and then the one guy comes at him and he chops his arm off.
Yeah, because he grabs a machete and an axe off the wall at the same time.
Well, the axe swing is kind of funny too, because he kind of underswings it, he does
yeah. And the machete arm chop did make me laugh. I just rewatched Anchorman, and in Anchorman they do the exact same effect with Luke Wilson. They chop his arm off, and it looks the exact same, where his arm is fake there for a second before it gets chopped off.
Yeah.
And it just reminded me of that. But it's
come on.
Yeah. And then he gets his arm chopped off later. The bear. So the bear rips his other arm off.
Something.
At the end of the movie. Yeah.
At the LA Zoo, exactly.
So it's shooting. Alyssa Milano is being smart. She's taking the door handle off. She's trying to.
She's working that wood
panel. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Is she smart? She escapes and then she comes back, and now she's in the basement. I don't know.
Arnie kills the bad guy, the heiress guy. It's kind of lackluster,
Yeah, that one they just kind of
he just shoots him and then he falls off the balcony.
I liked it.
Yeah,
I liked it. I liked it because the way it was all, I don't know. I like the choreography of it. And then I go, ooh, when he gets up by that plate glass window, I hope he gets blown out it. And then they gave it to him.
Yeah. And then he just shoots some more.
Yeah.
Well,
then you just get these larger and larger groups of troops running at him. When it starts, it's 3 or 4 guys in the field. Then there's 6 at one time. Then there's 10, and he's just good, the whole time.
Do you guys want to take a guess at what Arnold's kill count is in the movie? Because I have the number here.
Isn't it 100?
No, not quite 100. Jay, you want to take a guess?
I don't know. We're not counting all the mall security guards, right? Even though I think he did kill some of those guys with palm heels to the nose, and
I don't know the specifics. This is just an internet number.
60.
Oh, well, right in the middle. 81 is his kill count.
Good.
Decent. Not quite 100.
No.
Better than 60.
Yeah. I mean, why not 82, really? Make it a round number.
Yeah, exactly. You need a nice even number. Any other, before we get down into the basement, anything else we want to talk about, the sort of the big shoot climax? Any other?
I mean, he used most of his loadout. All the stuff he packed on himself, he did use most of it.
He didn't bring too much stuff.
He uses the rocket launcher, right?
Which, I mean, for me as a kid, that's my favorite.
Yeah,
I loved that thing.
That double knife throw was
crazy.
Yeah. Well, and the rocket launcher ends up becoming the image of the movie. Arnold with the vest on, the camo paint, and then the big rocket launcher on his shoulder. That's kind of what's become now the image of Commando.
I don't know if I agree with you. For me, I think the image is the big giant gun and holding the.
Whatever. I'm talking about the market, the marketing. since the film is
Yeah, like
come out.
that.
If you look at Disney Plus, where Commando is playing, that's the image they've used.
Okay.
Yeah. When
It's
I think
always
of
like
Commando,
whenever I talk to anyone about it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the log. It's the deer.
Yeah.
But the thing with the gun and your whatever, he's supporting the ammunition on the other arm, that just, I had never seen it before, and it seemed like everybody did it after.
Yeah, true.
Right,
like the big saw machine gun, and you're holding the link.
Yeah,
you're like, good. Yeah,
that's the imagery of Rambo. That's probably why they didn't do it.
But
yeah, that is the big Rambo one.
Using the rifles as like almost pistols, showing how strong he is. Even the kickback, his guns are so huge.
Yeah.
But even Missing in Action, the Chuck Norris does that too. Like that's on the cover of one of the Missing in Action is him holding that big saw machine gun and the link.
Are those before this?
This cover
is just before this.
I think so.
Oh, okay.
This is just him holding a knife and a grenade.
Which is great. Like just that alone is so hardcore.
Just straight vest.
Straight vest.
Vest to skin.
No sleeves.
I felt like this movie knew what it was doing the whole time, and I feel like it did it well.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Totally.
And even the way they ended it, the last fight.
Yeah,
perfect.
I mean, it's like the
genius.
Well, even just the like our two main enemies. They're gonna have a personal knife fight. It's not a shoot 'em up. It's the like the Arnold like taunting Bennett.
The psychology
like,
there, yeah.
Yes, exactly.
You don't need the girl.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't you want to do it this way?
Yeah.
Right. Apparently, Arnold got sent to the hospital during that sequence because he actually cut himself with the knife and had to get stitches. He went to the hospital 3 times during the production of Commando, just from.
I can believe that though. Yeah, but I mean, they do pretty like there's quite a bit of like pyrotechnics and stuff going on in this movie.
Yeah.
Like I could see things. Like even just shooting the amount of blanks that he shoots out of the guns, like I could see some blowback. I mean, it needs to be mentioned, out of all the shooting, all the violence, he takes a bullet to the arm finally.
Yes. Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
Like the one
that's why
time.
He's in the shed. The shed is like the 1 second he gets where he can kind of That's in the shed.
No, that's Bennett shoots him in the arm.
Oh,
does he get shot in the arm before that?
No, maybe you're right. Because isn't there one moment where he like takes his vest off and he's dealing?
That's
with...
what I was thinking, and they can't take.
Well, yeah, that's what I was thought.
Oh, maybe he did take a round.
I think that was the shed because I think he's vestless when he's like throwing the. I could be wrong. I could be misremembering it.
Yeah, I thought Bennett shot him in the shoulder before he kicks him into the he shoots him in the shoulder. And he's like, "Put your head out." Which, to me, he could have just run up because he clearly has no guns left. He could have just run up and done him in, but they had to do this whole, But yeah, it's
the macho bravado, right? Like we have to see Arnold rip a pipe off the wall,
throw a 4-inch pipe at somebody,
yes,
and go through
javelin,
them, and then
javelin
into
style.
the big pipe, so the steam is coming out.
Yes, into a pressurized metal tank. He's able to throw this 3-inch pipe through a human being, piercing the metal.
So
through his chainmail.
Through his chainmail.
I forgot about the knit sweater. So I thought it was severe enough that when he throws the pipe through the guy, it's like, oh, that's like a Final Destination kill. Like, oh, that's amazing. And then I'm thinking of the physicality of like, oh, that had to slice like a knife, a circle throughout. Then when the steam comes out, I realize there's no longer anything in that section, and there's just a hole in the guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was brutal.
Exactly.
What's the line that goes with that?
Let off some steam, Bennett.
Yeah, Bennett, let off some steam.
And then the colonel arrives. The carnage is done. He's defeated everybody. He's got Jenny back. And then I love
the colonel's like, all I wanted was for you to take your team back.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, that's it?
Fired.
Thought you wanted me to kill 82 guys.
Yeah, exactly.
And the colonel walks up to John Matrix and he says, "Did you leave anything for us? Just the bodies."
Just the body. Such a good line. Just that line alone, so good.
Yeah. And then we have our incredible happy ending where the family is together and they have their own family plane now. They
Yeah.
can-
Cindy's not upset she's been kidnapped anymore.
Yes, exactly. Well, she's got a plane. She's a pilot now. She's flown.
She's a pilot. Yeah. They're basically what's the not DuckTales, but what's the one where they fly the float plane?
Rescue Rangers.
Rescue
Rescue
Rangers. Yes.
Chippendale, yeah, Rescue Rangers.
Chippendale, 100%. So now they're just Chippendale. It's just
exactly. It's the prequel.
Yeah. Yeah. You're curious where it all started.
Any other thoughts? I think we pretty much hit everything with the plot. I mean, we talked about Arnie's Speedo. We talked about the shed.
Yeah.
We hit all the great one-liners.
Yeah.
I think we've talked about
my note at the end says hilarious. Can't wait to watch again at home on the big screen. Very enjoyable. More movies like this, please.
Yeah, 100%. The favorite. Oh, I was just gonna say my favorite letterbox thing when I was just kind of reading through them was basically somebody said, "I can't wait for the sequel, Commando 2: Matrix Reloaded." I thought that was great.
That's funny.
That is good.
Yeah, I pulled letterbox reviews. I read them on every single show.
Yeah.
So I'll get to those. I think we hit pretty much everything. Credit montage, hilarious. Ice cream, deer, karate, fun. I wrote.
Yeah.
So that's amazing. In the beginning, I also wrote, love this movie immediately. Brutal, funny.
Andy, did you catch that Cindy, her flight to Vancouver was canceled?
Yes, I did. I did pick that up. Yeah, I like that. I like that little throw in there. I like when these like 80s action movies do that. I watched what's the one I watched a Chuck Norris movie recently where they pretended to be CBC French reporters to sneak into Libya, and I thought that was quite funny.
And they specifically said like CBC.
Yeah. They
That's
like hilarious. It was the only way to get. It was the only way for them not missing in action. What was it? But it was the only way for them to get into Lebanon was pretending to be CBC reporters because they were American and they both put on fake French accents, which I thought was hilarious. Funny. I love that. Sounds I love seeing little Canadian callbacks.
Yeah. What'd you say, Jay?
Nothing important. I said sounds like Argo with Chuck Norris.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Honestly, yes. Yeah.
Okay, so Commando was released October 4th, 1985. Had a $10 million budget.
That's late. I would have guessed this was a summer movie.
Yeah. I couldn't find anything about whether it was any sort of original release dates. That's the only one that I found. So yeah, $10 million budget. Was in theaters for 3 weeks. Was in theaters for 8 weeks. Was number one at the box office for 3 weeks in a row. So the October 4th weekend, the box office goes number 1, Commando, number 2, Jagged Edge, number 3, Agnes of God, a movie I actually haven't even heard of, nor has it been on any of my lists. It's a Jane Fonda movie. She plays a nun. And then number 4, speaking of Chuck Norris, is Invasion USA.
Heard of it.
And then number 5. Oh, sorry, yeah. Have you seen that one? I haven't seen that.
Oh, that's such a funny movie. Like talk about like action, like the one story I know about that movie that's so funny is one of the poor stuntmen who plays this like security guard. They like blow in a garage door and like clearly the guy gets absolutely annihilated by the guard. Like it's so bad. Like it's not funny. It's not funny. He got badly hurt. but like
Oh,
it's just in
jeez.
the lore of movies. You're like, oh my god, and they left it in the movie.
Oh
So you
my
just see
God.
this guy, like this whole scene where they like blow in this garage door, the dude's sitting there, and then the door just like takes him out of the chair. And you're like,
Hey,
wow, that's
Brandon.
not a dummy.
Yeah,
It's 1985, buddy.
I know. It's number 4 at the box office.
Oh, obviously, I guess it would be.
Number 4
We
this
should do
week.
this.
And then number 5 in theaters for 14 weeks, Back to the Future.
Is that one good?
Still
You guys
holding
seen
on
that?
strong since
Yeah,
the summer.
is that a great movie?
It's the best movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, so played for 8 weeks, ended up making $35 million. So off of the $10 million
Pretty good.
budget, I don't really know, what their cost on advertising was. I don't know if that's included in the 10 million. That being said, Rambo 3, we've already covered on this show, also came out in 1985. Rambo 3 made $188.7 million at the box.
Yeah.
That was the third one? that
It's
we
the
watched?
third one.
Not the second one.
Oh, sorry. I meant First Blood Part 2. Sorry. I wrote Rambo 3. I don't know why. That was a brain fart.
Got it. Okay, First Blood Part 2, I do
Yes,
recall.
sorry. Rambo 2. First
Yes.
Blood Part 2 came out in 1985. I don't know why I wrote Rambo 3. That made now I think my number's wrong. I think I might have looked up the wrong movie. Never mind.
Just joking.
Yeah. Because I remember searching
Sorry.
for Rambo 3, but let's see. I may have made
But any Rambo movie after one pulling that much money is pretty crazy.
Oh, I know that it beat Commando.
Yeah.
The funny thing with Commando is that it made $35 million domestically. Do you guys want to guess what it made internationally?
Oh, I think more.
Jay, you want to take a guess?
100.
International.
Yeah.
Obviously, it didn't play overseas anywhere because it made $4,000.
Oh, hilarious. Hilarious.
Of its $35 million taken, it made $4,000 overseas.
That's one theater.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like one day.
That's
like
one night.
day.
Yeah, one night. One night
night
only, Paris, France.
Exactly. Siskel and Ebert, they reviewed Commando, and I have to double check, but if memory serves me, I think this is the first time that Siskel and Ebert were split on a movie that we've covered on this show. Siskel was thumbs down,
Yeah.
Ebert was thumbs up.
Yeah.
I feel
But
like we've had a few of those.
I'm pretty sure every movie that we've covered thus far, they've been in agreement. I'd have to double check my notes, but
I
they've either
trust
been
you. I definitely trust you. But I
they've
feel
either
like
been both thumbs down or both thumbs up.
okay.
But Siskel, did Siskel thumbs down on this? You said?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not. I mean, he hates this
He
stuff.
hates violence.
Like,
yes. He
oh yeah, like
absolutely hates violence.
where
this type of
Ebert's like the
movie
guy
is-
that loves a fun movie.
Totally.
This movie is up Roger Ebert. Like this is his wheelhouse. This is
Yeah.
the movie he wrote. What's the movie he wrote? I can't think of what it is now. The one with the girls, Valley of the Dolls Part 2 or whatever.
Oh
Yeah.
yes.
Return to the Valley of the Dolls.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I'm not surprised. Siskel would hate this with every bone of his body.
Except the authenticity. This movie knows what it's doing and it
Yeah.
delivers throughout. Like that's what I think Roger would eat up.
Yeah. Well, now I think that's like
it's aware of the material it's sort of going
Yes.
after. No, it's
Yes.
it's not unaware.
yeah, it's not like it's not trying to be high art.
Right.
Exactly. And like it is entertaining and funny, and that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah.
I just want to correct. It was $300 million that Rambo 2 made at the box office.
Jeez.
$300 million versus Arnold's $35 million.
That'd be like close to $1 billion movie nowadays.
Yeah. But so I had mentioned at the beginning of the show, it's kind of the start of the box office battle, between Schwarzenegger and Stallone. Who do you guys think wins? I'm talking their entire careers. I've got the rough numbers of their entire box office.
I mean, yeah, go ahead. No, you go first.
I think it has to be Arnold simply because I feel like he's made so many more movies than Sylvester Stallone. Sylvester Stallone has a couple big franchises, but then I feel like Arnold Schwarzenegger pops up in Jingle All the Way and all these other ones. You know, there's no feel-good, happy comedy Christmas movie with Sly.
Yeah.
And then I just think things like The Expendables, they're both in. So
yeah, that's hard. Yeah, it's hard to say.
I gotta say the Governor because he's such a good businessman.
Well, I'll play devil's advocate. I'll say Stallone just because I feel like that Rocky is just so big. Yeah. You know, like there's just so much. Like even though sure Terminator has its like Die Hard, but like just Rocky as like a franchise is just so big, and then Rambo as a franchise where like Stallone maybe has, or
that's true. Yeah,
like Schwarzenegger maybe only has like one big franchise, which is Terminator, and then he's got like a lot of individual type films where Stallone has these like monumental. But I mean, I could be wrong.
Yeah,
no, that's a good argument.
ScreenRant.com has calculated that Arnold Schwarzenegger at the box office as a leading man, they did specify as a leading man. So that would mean that I don't think that his appearance in Expendables counts towards this number. But obviously, Stallone.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So they have said they calculate Arnold Schwarzenegger's box office earnings total for his career, $4,110,260,000. Sylvester Stallone. That's a heck of a lot.
Sounds like a lot.
Sylvester Stallone's box office total, $3,968,629,000. So Schwarzenegger has a higher box office, and you were also wrong, Jay, because Stallone does have more movies than Schwarzenegger.
He does, really.
So Schwarzenegger has made more at the box office with less movies than Stallone.
Stallone's got like a ton of weird, like, you know, like you think of Death Race, and then like after Death Race, there's all these like, there's this one I just found the other day that I've never seen before where he plays this like Union Buster. Like it's this like weird kind of like newsy style where they're like fighting in New York streets. And I was like, and it was like kind of in the era of Rocky. And I was like, I've never even seen this one.
Okay.
I guess Judge Dredd didn't do it, did it?
No, Judge Dredd, Demolition Man. I can never tell the two apart.
Neither can I. That's so funny.
Yeah, they're the same.
Right, so I got the right answer, but my math, my work was wrong.
Exactly. Okay. Well, actually, before we go on, I've already showed this on the show before, but Andy, I really think that you would appreciate this. I found this in a store kind of similar to yours in Astoria, but this is a kindergarten.
Oh, yeah. Sick.
Have I told you about this?
Yeah, I think you showed me a pic. Yeah, that's so cool.
This was a Mystic.
Nice.
But yeah, this is a crew hat from
that's so cool.
And
that is so cool.
There was a woman in Astoria who was the only person who had an embroidery machine, and so she made all the crew merch for the kindergarten cop crew. So there's embroidered sweaters, and there's embroidered hats, and there's black ones, and there's white ones. And then we went into another random thrifty type store, and they had a black one behind their counter, and we asked about it because I had just bought this one at another store, and they said, "Oh no, that one's not for sale." It was my grandma actually made all the crew merch. So
that's so cool.
I met the granddaughter of the woman who had the only embroidery machine in Astoria, but this is one of my favorite pieces in my collection. That's a family heirloom right there. This is never leaving my collection.
That's so cool.
So cool. And I bought it in Astoria, which is
of all places. But that's what makes Astoria such a magical little place. Like it's like so key to so many big movies, but then it's like hasn't really grown. So it's like still that little town.
Yeah.
It's stuck in time.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Like it literally like aesthetically my favorite place to go in the US.
Yeah.
Same. Yeah. That's amazing. Also,
Yeah.
it feels so weird whenever you go out to dinner and then they bring you like an iPad to sign out because you're like, wait, what year is it? I thought like this is too
Oh, yeah.
futuristic for where we
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, you're in a time. Yeah,
Where's the
that
machine?
and yeah.
Right.
Well, and that whole like
Exactly,
Oregon
yeah,
coast.
Brandon.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that whole Oregon coast is such a like kind of a You're almost like I don't know. It kind of plays with your senses a bit because you can't really formulate where you are.
Yes,
Totally.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Okay. You know, I don't even remember how we do the show. Do we do ratings before I read the letterbox reviews? I don't even remember.
I think letterbox first.
Okay. So you brought up a letterbox review, Andy. I love Letterboxd. I think it's so much fun. I love the year-end reviews, all my movies, but I love reading people's reviews on Letterboxd. They are so people sometimes are so snarky and so funny.
Big time.
So here are some of the Letterboxd reviews that I pulled for Commando. Mr. Sneaky Man says, in order for one girl to live, 89 men must die. 5 stars. McCready's Big Hat says, the opening montage of Arnold being a normal dad is the intro to an alternate reality TGIF sitcom that I desperately want to watch. 3.5 stars. Niken says, AKA the Terminator versus Freddie Mercury.
I like that one. Yeah.
Optimist says, remember when I promised to give Commando a 1-star review? I lied. 5 stars. Comrie says, dripping with testosterone, soaked in cheese. 5 stars.
Yeah, I agree. But that's kind of what I
then-
like is it's an acknowledgement that it is cheese.
Totally. Matthew C says, the Arniest of all Arnie films. Biceptional. Biceptional.
Never heard that term.
Me neither.
It's
I just thought it was
exceptional in at least 2 ways.
Yeah, biceptional. Let's get into our ratings. Jay, would you like to go first?
Sure, Brandon.
This is a rating out of 5 stars. Half stars are allowed.
But neither Brandon and I usually do the halves for some reason.
We don't normally do the half stars.
No, you got to fully commit.
I just, this isn't a movie I really expected to like, and I really, really did. I found it very enjoyable, and as you know, my rating system is based on the enjoyability factor.
Yeah.
I think I've said this a few times. I've said this movie knew what it was doing, and it did it very well.
Yeah.
I gave it 4 stars.
Wow. Nice.
Because I would watch it again.
Sorry,
it was enjoyable. It was funny. I would tell somebody else to watch it.
Oh, good.
Sorry.
We can still hear you.
Oh, okay, good. My phone was dying, so I just was like, oh shit, I gotta figure this out quickly.
Hey man, it's a long ass show. I get it.
No, Juan, you'd think the battery would last, but science or technology. I think for me, I would do this a solid 4 stars.
Yeah.
Hard to give it the 5 because obviously I think it's not a perfect movie, but it's just so
Back to the
entertaining.
Future gets 5. You know what I mean? So
Exactly. Yeah. It's hard to say that for something like this, but at the same token, the last 3 nights in a row, I watched it pretty solidly. Night 1, watched it again night 2, and then had it on night 3, just kind of in the background. And it's like even after normally 3 movie, any watch of a movie 3 times, you're kind of by the 3rd, you're like, okay, I'm good. Where this one, I'm like, it's so funny, it just grabs me every time. So I'm a solid 4.
Brandon, the last was it Return of the Living Dead we did? I felt the same way. I go, this was just so fun and enjoyable. I would absolutely watch it again right now.
Yeah. If it's on, you're not going to be upset about it.
No. And I'll probably laugh at the same shit tonight that I laughed at last night.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you guys are on the same train. I gave it 3 stars. And now
Okay.
the only it's 3 stars and a heart on Letterboxd for me because it's like I really do like it. But like I said at the top of the show, it's not my Schwarzenegger movie. It's not the one I turn to. I have fun when I watch it. I love the one-liners. I I did feel I remember feeling like a little bit bored, but I don't know if that was just I don't even know if that was the movie's fault. I think I was just coming back from Florida, I got a little bit of a head cold going on, so I think I was just my own stuff going on at that point when I was watching it the other night. But I just for the same reasons, it definitely is not a 5-star. It can't get the 5-star for what we've been talking about. But for me, I just don't think I can give it the 4-star because, there's other movies in Schwarzenegger's catalog that are a 4-star for me. So I'm a solid 3-star. This whole conversation, I was like, because I logged my movie on Letterboxd right after I watched it a couple of days ago. This whole conversation, I was like, shit, are they gonna convince me to adjust my rating? Am I gonna raise it a star because I've been enjoying this conversation?
What other you say there are other Schwarzenegger movies that you would give 4 stars? Name one or two if you could.
Last Action Hero, Jingle All the Way, Terminator 1, like these are all the next step in my favorite Schwarzenegger movies.
I can agree.
Terminator 2, I would go maybe a 4-star. Terminator 1 is not a very good movie in my opinion. It's a great idea for a movie.
It represents, but I view T2 as like a 5-star, right? Like
shit. Okay.
T2 is top tier for me.
Yeah.
Okay. Whereas like
I can see the logic there. Like I can definitely see the logic.
I didn't get that.
Like in the sense,
there's so much in it that I love. And it's the same. I actually went back and I looked at my rating for Rambo 2. Like I gave it 3 stars because it's just like it's not the kind of movie that I'm looking for. I'm not a big gun toting shoot 'em up type fan. There's like lots of movies that have that aspect to it, like Commando, that I do like, but it's for other elements of the movie. And I can get just as excited and jazzed, talking to you guys about it. But it just doesn't squeak to that.
Yeah.
If I was a 1/2-star man, it would be a 3.5, but I'm not. I'm a solid star guy.
Rambo 1 I thought was so good that I think Rambo 2 is awful.
I know. And that's the thing is that like Rambo 1 is a 5-star movie for me. 5-star and a heart. One of the greatest movies ever made. And then Rambo 2 is it as we talked about in the episode with Paul, it kind of just like takes away all the juice that First Blood gave to that character and that story. And
well, it goes away from the original.
Totally. And then Rambo 3 is even crazier a delineation from that.
Yeah, he lost all the psychological problems. Now he's just a killing machine.
Exactly. Exactly.
He became more like Jason. I don't know. I get your point. I guess when it comes to Jingle All the Way or like Last Action Hero, I think I'd still make those 3 stars because I find the imperfections in them. I like True Lies better.
Yeah.
That's a good movie. That's a fun movie.
Jingle All the Way.
And that's imperfect as well. There's a lot of flaws in that, but I love the ride. It's so fun.
I have such a nostalgia for Jingle All the Way. Like I bet you I gave it 5 stars on Letterboxd just because I have such love for it.
It's good.
Obsession with it.
What is it? Turbo Man, right? Turbo Man?
Turbo Man, yeah.
It's Turbo
But
time.
even just even just the postman, and I'm blanking on his name, but like that there you go.
It's not Sinbad.
It's Sinbad.
Sinbad, yeah.
That's Sinbad.
Just like that relationship too, with them like chasing after the thing. Like, I don't know, like it's fun. And I mean, goddamn, I've said it already, but Phil Hartman in that movie is so good.
Yeah, Phil Hartman.
It's like the neighbor hitting on his wife and stuff. Like so fun. Like trying to do everything extra with the reindeer. Oh, I mean, Predator's so good.
5 stars.
So I still haven't seen that. We're gonna do that.
Twins. I don't know if this will focus. Twins and Junior come on, like
so fun. So fun.
yeah,
Is Junior the one where he gets pregnant?
yes,
Yeah.
Yeah,
my body,
that one's a
my
stretch.
choice.
But Nicole loved Kindergarten Cop and Twins so much, and I never really grew up with them. And Uncle Buck from the John Candy front, so it was kind of cool to sort of get new content from her
Yeah.
family.
Yeah. Well, Twins is like the ideal.
Go
I love
ahead.
that movie.
Yeah,
Oh, it's just like
and that's
Twins
Ivan
is like
Reitman
such
too,
a
isn't
great
it?
movie. The villain.
You guys seen this one?
No,
This is
and Margaret and Kirk
1979.
Douglas. Wow.
Yeah, Michael Douglas and Margaret and Arnold Schwarzenegger in like a
From the
Western
$5 bin.
comedy.
I vaguely remember that. Like it almost is like a fever dream. Like I know I can picture him as a cowboy making like cowboy jokes. Oh, that's wild.
Wow. Oh, and Foster Brooks. That's funny. There's a lot of
Yeah.
people in that.
I got this from Scarecrow Video in Seattle
Oh,
For
great
$5?
place.
for $5. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he has like he really is like an amazing movie star.
Yeah.
And
Well, he's like the American movie star from Austria.
From
like, you know what I
Austria,
mean? Like he is the like archetype of like what we think of as a movie star, especially like circa like 1980s action hero. It is like I would put Arnold, like even though we talk Stallone and all of them, like Arnold is number one when it comes to action movies. Like even just like through my dad's eyes, like growing up as a kid, you know, like loved Arnold movies, loved talking about, like my dad was never a bodybuilder, but like you would always talk about like Arnold's dedication and all this, you know, so it's like he is kind of like the peak of that, where then everyone kind of falls.
Is he kind of like the what would be the equivalent, maybe like a John Wayne for our generation?
I would say I think that's like I think that's a fair
because there were tons of Kirk Douglas, Burt Lancaster. There were tons of those guys back in the day.
and they're tough, but they're good looking and they're like actors, right? John Wayne is he's the Western star, which was at the time that was the action movie, right? The Western was the action movie. Maybe your historical epic had action in it too, but John Wayne slugging guys, that's what people were watching at a time. And that all of that has just switched over in the 80s to watching people like Schwarzenegger tout that rocket launcher and those double AKs, right? Like that's the new John Wayne, right?
Well, both of them are like that stoic kind of like one-liner. You like them, like they don't have to be the best actor on screen, but they're like they're like they're likable in their one line. Like because I mean, John Wayne's famous for like always having some like quib anytime he was like like, and I feel like obviously John Wayne's not Austrian, but like it goes. I think that's probably the best comparison.
No, you're right, Andy. I think there's a weird authenticity that like John Wayne brought where he almost wasn't acting, even though he was acting. And that's the whole, like what you guys were talking about, Arnold not changing the accent, not losing who he was, keeping that character. There's an authenticity to that translates to the audience.
Well, I think that's like the same thing that why like De Niro and Al Pacino, like they kind of play caricatures of themselves in every role that they play, but you like it. Like, like you're, like, even though some people have their qualms with those actors, but it's that type of character that really works well on screen is when they're kind of playing themselves. But they're also like clearly acting, like they don't do that in real life, but it makes it more, you like can really empathize with the character more.
Yeah.
Get to the chopper.
It's John Wayne saying that. Get on the blanket.
Yeah. 1987, Blockbuster year 1987, Jay. When we cover 1987, you'll finally get to see Predator.
All right. Looking forward to it.
Great movie. That's one of those movies that I don't know. I can watch that again anytime. So fun. I watched it with my kids. My wife was not super excited. my little 8-year-old watching it. Yeah.
Dylan, you son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch.
Yeah.
I mean, he's amazing. I mean, what what more is there to say about Arnold Schwarzenegger? He's lived an incredible life.
Yeah.
He's made some of the most entertaining films.
Yeah.
For what, a 20 year period. 80s,
I hope this
80s and
podcast
90s.
doesn't kill him.
No. He's
Yeah,
doing.
I'm saying this is we're a lot of praise here for Arnold Schwarzenegger tonight. It feels like some sort of a tribute.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, hopefully he's not
Hope
dead.
they don't kill him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I completely forgot, and I haven't seen it yet. And it wasn't until like an hour before we started the show that there's a whole Arnold Netflix documentary that came out. I don't know, like 6 months ago, 8 months ago, something like that.
Yeah, there is. Yeah, you're right.
I
Yes.
knew that.
I completely forgot about it. It wasn't until I was like, oh crap, I should have watched it.
Yeah, that would have helped. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, I read the book.
I mean, that's probably better, to be honest.
Book. Yeah.
That's very impressive. Yeah, that you
My
read.
unbelievable true life story.
Well, I love how it's called. What did he call it?
Total Recall.
Yeah, but I mean, masterpiece.
Yeah.
Can we address one thing here, Brandon? You
Sure.
do an excellent Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
You've
Thank
dropped
you
it
very
a few times this episode, and I've been like, oh man, he is real. That's really, really good.
Yeah, you've been hitting it.
I love talking like Arnold. This is the book where he revealed in this chapter the secret. This is where he talked about his extramarital affairs.
I was gonna say where he's got kids with the house cleaner.
Eating woman.
Yes.
Yeah.
So all of that came out of this book. Oh, we didn't talk about this. Pumping Iron.
Oh,
The documentary. What is this?
I have that on VHS.
1977. Yeah. There's some great Arnold lines in this documentary, man. He says some
Really?
wild stuff.
Yeah. He would have done that in the 2000s. You'd have zero career.
No. Yeah. Any other thoughts on Commando, on Arnold, on Raydon Chong?
I mean, what a fun movie. Like, honestly, what a fun movie. What a fun cast. Like, literally, like, I like the fact that it is like an LA based movie, like in the traditional sense. Like, it has that feel. You don't really have to
in
stop.
Long Beach with the bridge. It's so
Well, and you don't have to like stop and think about like, I don't know, like there's just not any like, it's just fun. Like you know, like I mean, mindless. I hate using that term, but it feels like
it's a
easy viewing.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. They don't give
Like
you a chance
to think about it too much. They just keep it moving.
Exactly. We talked about at the beginning, or at some point in the episode. You guys didn't clock that it was Bennett on the boat, but it doesn't affect the movie whatsoever.
No.
You're still
I
going
did clock
through
that it was him. I didn't clock that I thought, they were supposed to kill him, but they got away. Oh no, he's one of them.
I see. You're
I didn't put the
information
map
on it.
together again.
I just was like, they just killed another his teammate that looked kind of like that guy.
Because my note here was, after Jesus Christ, that
Poor Bronco when he's rolling the Bronco down.
We forgot about that.
yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah.
And
What a
then
great
he
way to
wrecks it,
do
and I
it,
go,
too.
what a waste. And then we see Ben, and I go, guy from the boat. Guy from the
Okay,
boat.
so you did clock. You did clock the mustache. You were following
right
the
before
stash.
Nick Titelli. Right before Nick Titelli.
Telly and old LAX.
I want to close one more Chris Pratt loop.
Ooh. You're going to
Buy the OC and binge watch it this weekend.
The name of Star-Lord's ship in Guardians of the Galaxy is the Milano. And it's named after Alyssa Milano in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Really?
Yes.
Oh.
The big blue ship.
So
they fly in
Alyssa
Guardians-
Milano exists in the Guardians of the Galaxy universe?
Yes, because the character of Star-Lord is a Terran from Earth, and he was taken into space when he was a kid in the 80s. That's why he has the Walkman and he listens to all the 80s and 70s music.
Somehow I missed that.
Yes. So his mother dies of brain cancer, and then Michael Rooker picks him up from Earth and takes him to be what are they called? I can't remember their clan.
Yeah, they're gang or whatever.
Yeah.
Somehow I skipped over all this backstory. I'm gonna have to watch
Yeah.
that first one again.
Yeah, and I think it opens up. I mean, there's actually a little. I mean, I think you said that you'd only seen the first one, right, Jay?
Well, yes.
Because
I mean, we tried to watch the second one, and we got about 10 minutes in, and we're like, "This is unwatchable," and we turned it off.
oh yeah, we had this conversation because I was like, "What movie?" You were watching a different movie or something. I love that movie. I love all three.
I
of
know
them.
you said you love all three. I know. I felt the second one just to be just a money making thing. I don't know.
They're all money.
Couldn't find the heart that was in that first one.
Yeah, the first one did. The first
It
one
was like
did.
Matrix 1, Matrix 2, and 3.
Yeah.
That's fair. But yeah, that's why. So he's a kid of the 80s. He's obsessed with the 80s. That's all he knows. And then his life in space and
All the
adulthood.
music and everything.
So all the music. But yes, so he's named his ship the Milano after Alyssa Milano.
Yeah. See, I never picked up on that.
Yeah.
Let's see.
We've learned a lot about Chris Pratt tonight on the Commando episode.
Who would have thought?
You come to a Blockbuster year for the macho muscles and the sweat, and you leave with facts about Chris Pratt. Can't beat it.
The next Arnold, maybe.
Yes, I'm sure you'd want to be.
When I first moved to LA, we used to hang out with Alyssa a lot because a friend of mine was dating her at the time.
Yeah,
and a lot of nights we'd just end up back at her place, either shooting pool or watching a movie or whatever, hanging out in Beechwood Canyon. Seemed very lovely. These were and then later on at the Paramount lot, we would see her shooting Charmed all the time.
Yeah,
like just walking around a lot.
I wrote these down because these are
with the late Drew
impressive numbers.
Shannon Doherty.
So Alyssa Milano did 196 episodes of Who's the Boss, 178 episodes of Charmed, and 40 episodes of Melrose Place. But those, like the Charmed and Who's the Boss numbers, those are massive numbers.
Yeah,
no
those
wonder
are huge.
she was such an icon.
Yeah. I don't like some TV actors don't get that many episodes in their lifetime.
No, and you have two shows that almost hit 200 episodes.
Yeah, that's wild.
Let alone Embrace of a Vampire, am I right?
Yeah. Before we get out of here, next week we are going to have a guest I'm very excited for. He's a new friend of ours, Jay.
Yes, very excited.
World of Micah is going to be on the show, and we are going to be talking about Daryl.
I'm so excited for you to see this movie, buddy.
A film I have never seen. Michael McKean, love Michael McKean. Really
I grew up with this movie. I hope you like it because my heart's prediction is that you're going to love this movie.
Well, you said that about Explorers, and I liked about 3/4 of it. So
that's the amount that I would have expected you to like.
Yeah, okay. Your track record's pretty good then.
It's better than none of it.
Yeah, exactly. This is becoming a. Have you seen Explorers, Andy? It's young
River Phoenix,
young River Phoenix, young Ethan Hawke.
They
Can I see the cover?
Spaceship out of a tilted world.
Yeah.
And
again,
it's a great ride until they get to space.
Yeah, this is like one of those ones that I've like seen in like what you were saying earlier. I've seen like I don't think I've sat and watched the whole thing, but I've seen chunks of it to know. Yeah. I know what you're talking about, but I didn't like. Yes,
it's a fascinating movie. If it's one of those movies that like if you didn't grow up with it, the end is very polarizing. So
yes, okay. Well, I'll go down that rabbit hole then.
Worth the watch. I would say, like, regardless of how you feel about the end of the movie, everything leading up to it is like is amazing. It's directed by Joe Dante.
It's Joe Dante filmmaking.
Well,
so you got Burbs and Gremlins in there. It's really good.
I'll watch anything with Joe Dante. Yeah. That's why I recognize it.
Yeah, it's come up a lot just because it was so like I had never seen it. It was my first time for the show, and it's fun.
Well, and I mean, I'll watch anything Joe Dante. I mean, I literally masterpiece. Small Soldiers is still one of my all-time favorite movies.
One of my favorite movies of ever. Obsessed with that movie.
Phil Hartman.
Phil Hartman, exactly. And
David Cross.
Yes, and the voice actors of the Gorgonites are Spinal Tap, Michael McKean. Christopher Guest and Harry Shearer. They're the voices of the good guys. It's crazy.
Oh, that's so dope.
Yeah.
What an inside joke. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so good.
Well, Andy, where can people find you on the internet?
I'm on Instagram at Owen's Oddities. I'm on TikTok at Owen's Oddities, and then YouTube at Owen's Oddities. And then the new store that I'm opening up is at Fun House with the German spelling.
Our Fun House.
Fun House. So it kind of goes with this Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Collectibles at the Fun House.
Come to the Fun House. Get in the Fun
80s
House.
and 90s collectibles. You find lots of Last Action Hero toys, my toys, still in minted
Pretty much
card.
It's kind of funny. It is all surrounding Arnold, to be honest. 80s and 90s action is basically, But
Well,
so
we should
those
also-
are my.
It's funny, you guys are talking about Arnold and then the impact. I mean, Hans and Franz is basically just Arnold too,
Yes.
right?
Little girly men.
Pump you up.
I'm gonna
Awesome.
pump you up.
Follow me over there if you want to see any of the things I find, and
Really, really looking forward to the changes you got going on. I can't wait to visit the new space and check out whatever you're doing with that old space. I'm into it. Can't wait
I think
to
you'll
see
dig both, man. I think we're gonna start doing movie nights in the new store because it's huge. So we're gonna start hosting and then
cool.
bring in special guests to pick out the features that we're gonna show in there. So it's just amping it up even more.
Yeah.
Brandon, when I come up your way, we should do a live podcast from his store and have people come out to it.
Yeah, that'd be
We can
dope.
figure that out.
That'd be
Yeah,
fun.
we got the space for it. Yeah, man,
Yeah.
that'd be really cool. Right on Commercial Drive.
Is that where the new place is?
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah. So
Wow.
it's nice hopping Little Italy.
Yeah.
Mm.
Sweet. Well, really, really
Yeah.
excited for it.
Thanks, man.
Jay, where can people find you on the internet?
Why, thank you, Brandon. Porsche Life 111. Follow all the adventures of Jay and Yellow Car. We are concluding this USA Grand Tour on the
Three,
quick
right?
here. Yeah, this is the third one, and we're at 3.5 months.
Yeah.
I've been on the road since October 13th. I left on October 13th, and I if all is well, I will be home tomorrow. I've got under 1,000 miles to go, and I'm going to try to just do it all in one day to beat this storm. So, Late Night Playset is the other show, the talk show that we do. Let's see, we'll be back this coming Tuesday with our guest Brandon BC DeLorean. I know, little inside baseball. We're going to talk. How are you doing, buddy? You asked about me. How are you now that you're home and after this past week?
I'm doing good. I am so thankful for the time that we all got to spend together in Florida. Just to laugh and remember Adam and just have good times. And the thing that we talked about in last week's live stream, which there's a fixed audio version up now, which I forgot to mention at the top of the show.
Yes. People are very happy, by the way. Thank you for all your work on that.
The only reason you and I sort of know each other is because Adam said, "Oh, you guys should meet," right? He put us together.
Yes.
And then even after he's gone, we're still getting together. We're meeting Micah, who's going to be our guest next week, right? And it's just it's just the same type of people, the same way, thinking about the same thing. So that was really, really good to just sort of find those people and have those conversations. And there was a time, there was a moment that I remember. I think my dad brought it up that we had spent days and days talking about Adam and remembering him and crying and all that kind of stuff. But then there was a moment where, do you remember? It was late night. We were just talking about movies. We were talking about Stanley Kubrick, and it was just okay,
this was the night Justin was going to come over to say a quick goodbye at 9:30, 10 o'clock, and we all stayed up till 3 a.m.
Yes. and obviously we're still dealing with the loss of our friend, and we miss him and we love him.
Yeah.
But there was also like a sense of like normalcy.
Normalcy.
Yes, yeah. And for me, it was related to movies. Like everything in my life is related to movies. It's the thing that I'm most obsessed with. So it, watching movies is a distraction, or is an escape. I shouldn't say distraction, an escape. So it was just really nice to spend time with friends. But I'm doing good, and I'm sure we'll talk a lot more on late night playset
Yeah.
about everything.
Yeah. I mean, really, I wouldn't know you but for Adam,
Yeah.
and so many other friends, but this one in particular, because, you and I have become closer this year, and I'm so grateful for this show and this relationship. And I just love doing this show with you. And I love you as a person. And
Same.
Andy, I'm sorry to have to hear all this
No,
sap
it's fine.
stuff, but like,
No, it's nice.
like the
Love it.
gratitude is real. It's
Yeah.
I'm so sorry that we lost a friend, but I'm so grateful
Yeah.
that we had him so that we have this now.
Yeah. And it really has like it has really I just want to appreciate the people around me, and I want to just be, I appreciate the conversations. We've talked 3 hours tonight, Andy, about Commando.
Yeah.
And I'm just so appreciative of like-minded people like yourself that just like they just get it. That's the
Yeah.
thing we were talking about. There's just people who get it, right?
Yeah.
They just so
Well, this is what we crave, right? Like in this
Yes.
new age of like technology where we can't, even though we have all this ability to spend time with each other, we're so bogged down with just the things in life. So it's nice when you make these connections, and they don't necessarily have to be like, I know you're not literally next door. I'm not next door to you. You're out, like it's just nice to be able to have these relationships that surround the medium of movies. And and for some people it's video games, or other people it's comic
Right.
books, or
Yeah.
maybe it's Dungeons and Dragons, or whatever it is. But like, I think it's really nice as kind of these adults that we are now have grown from kids who maybe this wasn't the cool thing to do when we were 12 or 13, but now it is. And it's really nice to see this kind of new revolution of physical media, and people kind of open to the idea of quote unquote, for lack of a better term, nerd culture. And it's not dumb, and it's fun, and it's, we can all kind of build each other up through it. Like there's certain communities that I really enjoy. And one of them is like the horror community, because, when it comes to the horror community, I'm not a fan of every horror movie ever made, but they're one of those communities where they treat each other so lovely, and everyone's like very like collaborative and sharing. And it's the same, like movies in general. Like it's just lovely to talk to people. And I mean, I didn't unfortunately, I didn't get to meet Adam. But he from what I've seen in his videos and stuff, is just, again, it's that idea of like connecting with people, doing the photos at Disneyland, letting people come up and like, harangue him for a picture. And he was always so gracious with everyone that approached him. And it's that type of thing that makes these moments so special,
Yeah, totally.
And I think that's the best part about this. What you two guys are doing is it's that legacy of him, that this is what he created to a certain extent. Obviously, this is your podcast, but it's the connection that, again, a guy that I don't know, but I've just seen through videos, is just so kind and gracious, creates this environment. And I think it's only going to grow more as people kind of feed into this,
Yeah. Nicely said. Yeah, it feels that way. We talked a lot about it because he put a lot of people together, and it's just it's just crazy that he introduced us, and then we started the show on it, right?
Yeah.
Well, and there's just so many friends that I have forever now that I wouldn't even know, let alone be forever friends with, but for him being the tie that binds.
Yeah.
And I feel like each one of us have the same thing. There's just this wagon wheel of all these branches of new friends.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah. No, 100%. Yeah.
That's the gift that keeps on giving, Clark.
Yeah.
Thank you, Brandon. Late night place at Porsche Life 111. I'm here on the USA Grand Tour for a little while longer. I will continue posting all of the stuff, probably for the next month from this last journey. So check for that on the Mobile One account as well. How about you, Brandon? Where do we follow you?
Well, first and foremost, follow a Blockbuster Year on Instagram. Subscribe to the YouTube channel down here. We do this show live Wednesday night, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. As for me, you can follow BC DeLorean. That's British Columbia DeLorean on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, YouTube. And that's where all the movie car stuff that I do lives. But yeah, thank you so much for being here, Andy.
Thanks for having me.
Big thanks.
Like I said, I have loved coming and visiting you, and we just have conversations just like this, almost nearly as long sometimes, multiple times. Well, Andy and I just be talking, and then I go, dude, I gotta go. Like, I've been here for an hour. Like, I have to go do stuff.
I'm pretty sure my parking's expired. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. And yeah, like you said, Jay, I love doing the show with you. So thank you, everybody.
Well, whenever you want me back, just let me know.
Will do.
Pick
Thank
a
you,
movie.
Andy.
Pick a movie and get in the queue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't going to do Come and See. I'll tell you that much.
What was
What's
the
that?
US Invasion USA? Let's do that.
Invasion
No, there was
USA.
no. The other one that was on the list was Come and See, and I was like, nah, I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, no, I know we haven't gotten to some of the heavier ones yet. Those will be a little bit harder.
Yeah, that's
Mask. We still got to do Mask. That's good. That's
Yeah.
a heavy one.
That's a fun. Yeah.
The share Mask. Share and
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, thank you everybody for watching. Thank you everybody for listening, watching the replay. We will be back next Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific Standard with Daryl and World of Micah. Tune in for that.
I'll be back in the studio, God willing.
Yes. Yep. And to quote our friend Justin Scard, tell people that you love them, make things weird, appreciate the people around you. I love you, Jay, and I'm gonna say I love you, Andy. It's been so great to be friends with you for this.
Yeah, buddy. Same, man. Absolutely, one of my favorite people to hang out with.
Oh, thanks, dude. I really appreciate that.
Love you back, Brandon. I echo that sentiment. Love you too, Andy, and we love you.
Yeah, I can't wait to go for a ride in a Porsche with you one day.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm coming up there.
We'll hook it up when Jay comes to visit.
Definitely.
Yeah, or if you ever get down to LA, come do the show in person.
I will.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
Yeah, his you should look up his late night playset show. He does it from behind David Letterman's actual desk. He owns Jay owns David Letterman's desk and the chairs from the Late Show.
That's awesome.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's so sick.
Full Kramer's apartment.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Yeah.
Exactly.
And we're back.
Yeah, there's no cameras.
Jay's always he's eating chips real quick off to the side.
Got to keep my energy up, Brandon.
Exactly.
This is hard work.
All right. I'm gonna say goodnight. Thank you, everybody.
Right, love you guys. Love you at home. Thank
Yeah,
you.
thank you.
Love you guys.
See you next week. And Brandon, Tuesday, late night playset.
Yes. We'll
Late
see you
night
then.
place that.